so much.
Nice.
But yeah, so we got so the reactor and the perpetually non-working iRobot, and then.
Wait, Carrie, is it because you're embarrassed that you have arcade games in your living room?
Yeah, I am so not embarrassed that I have arcade games in my living room.
Right? By the way, we are live. Just FYI.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here's my live yawn.
258.
Way to bring the energy, Dave. Way to bring the energy.
258. Yeah, I had that wrong last time. Yeah. I had to look.
This is the seated living room tour. So actually speaking, so that's actually the hallway that leads to. You can see the one door is the bathroom, but then you can see right there is my ringer. So that's the little corner of the ringer. And then as you go around the corner a little bit, that's where my turf club is, and you actually see that when you open the front door. And then the reason.
What's a turf club?
Oh, you weren't here for the turf. Okay, so I'm just it's gonna freeze for a second, and then I should be fine.
By the way, while Carrie takes us through her tour, if you're just joining us, welcome to the Arcade Hangout. A bunch of dudes and dudettes that get together every so often Tuesday to chat about arcade games, movies, and random BS. So welcome. Yeah, no structure. It's not really a show. It's just a hangout. So welcome.
Oh, I know that.
So there it is.
So there's the ringer. So this is like EM hallway. And then actually here's the and then this is my not entirely working, but at least somewhat working, more working than my fucking robot.
Goddamn YouTube censors.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna put on the.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna plug it in. So
yeah, it is pretty cool.
Because they're so narrow.
Yeah, it's so funny because it's like I'm like shit. I'm out of room. I'm like, but wait, I'm not out of room if I get really skinny games.
yeah.
So let's see if I can turn this bad boy on. Just because this way you can. Sorry, this is really awesome video here. I just want you to be able to see the. Because it lights up. It's so pretty. I've done a nice job cleaning it up, and it works mostly, but it's not. So it's a little. So it's a horse racing game, obviously, and so what you do is you. I don't know if I have credits in here.
Oh, I like that.
That is cool.
Isn't that awesome? So then you my dog's getting worried.
Oh, so you have to hit into one of the numbers to make it. Oh, I see.
Exactly,
It's like,
and then it makes the horse go.
Oh, up there.
It's like the vertical version of the game you play where you roll the ball to get to make the horses go left or right, right? There's
exactly.
Oh, yeah,
it should be doing the
fast,
gobby
medium,
noise.
slow. Yeah, the slow, fast, medium, or whatever, or like run, jog, or turf. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So depending on which, I'm going to try turning this off and see if I can get the right noise to go. So it should be doing the sound of the horses running. So when it first starts, but it's got some issues. All right, so let's try this again. We're going to.
You said what year is this again?
This is oh crap! What year is this one? This one is a 1970, I think.
Oh wow!
I think this is 1970. It's either 70 or 72. I just don't remember if it came out after Ringer or before Ringer, because one of them's a 70, one of them's a 72, and then I have my 66 pitch and bat, and that concludes EM corner for Carrie. All right, so let's try her again. See if I can get the right sound. It's not giving. Oh wait, we have no sound. Oh no, wait, sound just went weird. It's got an old 8-track tape. So yeah, so as you do it, you try to get into the right slot, and then it will advance the little.
It's like space. It's like 1 through 4, and if you get like 4 is in the center, if you hit that, you get 4 spaces or whatever.
That's really cool.
That is cool.
It's pretty neat. Yeah, it's a fun 2-player game.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, and it should have a 1-player mode, but the 1-player mode is actually what hasn't been working, and then the sound seems to be kind of spotty. But yeah, I actually had to get a new tape player for it, and the tape, and somebody actually reproduces those tapes. I went through it one time on the show and did a little walkthrough when I was first doing it.
Is that a quarter play, or is is that a full quarter play for each, or like it?
Yeah, and in fact, you know what? It's probably the 72 because I think it's quarters.
Okay.
And my other one is and Ringer, I believe, was like dimes or something. So yeah, probably the Ringer's the older of the two. And see, I'm getting some cred with Bardelli because you've always been like, you don't have games. I mean, I know. And then the other, also in the living room, since we're doing living room hangout, is the Gyrus and the Clax Cabaret.
Mm-hmm.
Appropriately next, then all my booze, and then other than the bad lighting, this is the other reason why I'm not sitting on the couch.
It's the lounge.
They're resting comfortably. You don't want to wake them up. You don't.
Well, yeah, they've had hard days. They've had hard days. Kaya went to the vet today and got her vaccinations. Oh, that's cute. Look at their little tails. Are Aw,
nice.
Dog butts. Yeah, so Kaya went to the vet, and Zadie went to puppy care, and actually I have my border collie will do the whole. Oh no, wait, he's not there. Where did you go, Dozer? He must have gone upstairs in the bedroom. He's camera shy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So when the light changes and the dogs rotate, I'll probably sit on the sofa again. But there is the indoor arcade games. Oh, other than Behind the Dogs is the Tempest.
He's got more hidden ones
cocktail.
in the pantry.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's so funny. It's like, I talk about how, like, I remember back when I first got involved with the hobby, and you know, I'd ask people like, how many games do you have? And they'd be like, I don't know. And I'd be like, God, how many games do you have to have before you don't know how many games you have? And then I do the same fucking thing. And then I'm like, well, do you count the ones that have never worked as long as I've owned them? The project ones, like, do the projects count until they're actually a game? Like, I don't know if they count. No. So it just depends on your math, right?
Like, yep.
Yeah. But two. What do you mean you only open two?
Now you're getting qualified answers. Well, the ones that have worked,
I think if they're the size of a game, they're a game, even if they're not working. Yeah. It's not like you, because then you just have a PCB. But if you have a box that's like the size of a game, like, consider that a game.
It counts, yeah.
Oh, what's in the box?
I add those, Dave. I count those because I know one day I will have a flicky. I have the PCB.
Okay.
One day I will have what's the other one I want? Mikey High School Graffiti. So I know they will.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Hey,
Mark.
What's up?
Good to see you.
What's up, chill out, guys?
Yeah, I know. We can't make up our minds. Are we going live? Nah. Okay.
Yeah. Right. You see, it's like
you can't take it for granted. We might just You
just never know.
So you could pick the button, hit the button if you want. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Lately, it's just what kind of mood we're in. Should we go live? Okay. No.
Something interesting might happen that you wish it was documented.
Right.
You know, like, oh my God.
Like, that's setting very high expectations for this show.
It's actually something might it's more when you don't want it to be documented that you know that the good stuff's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, we were live, damn it.
Like, oh, you're talking about a lot of arcades. All right, we better go live.
Yeah. So what did I miss? I mean, are you like 50 minutes in? I don't even know.
No, we are
8,
5. Yeah.
Yeah, in that range.
Somewhere.
Nice.
Ago. Yeah.
Just a few.
You missed Carrie's living room arcade tour as opposed to the usual walkthrough that I've done in the other one. That's my, and then it was partly inspired because I was bitching about how iRobot I just can't get it. I just can't keep it running. I need to find somebody to help me convert it because the last person I took my power supply to did fix it, but said to never darken his doorstep with it.
Wow.
Those were the exact words.
Wow.
Yeah, Jim was a witness. Never darken my doorstep with this again. I'm like, I'm not even going to tell him that it's not working anymore. I'm like, he doesn't need to know. He does not need to know because it was.
Yeah, and until you trauma. Get a switcher that converted to a switcher, that's going to be like you were saying about pole position. That'll be one of those forever games that even if it works, you're like, turn it on, and because we've all got games like that you're like there's the games that you know will always work. You're confident, and then there's the ones that are like you're constantly looking over your shoulder to see if it's still running or not.
So why do we have them? Why do I have them? Just get rid of the damn thing, you know? Like, I don't know why I torture myself with this game or these games.
Because you don't want to sell to somebody who's like, oh yeah, I made a one quick fix. It works great now. I'm like, God damn it.
Shut up.
That's one of the things Warren
that.
said. He goes with his. He goes, mine always work. That's what scares me. You guys talk about all these, like, when I want to play, I can get them. Mine work. You know, it's like I can just replace the Raspberry Pi and it works. You know, it's always reliable, like, because he wants to play games, and that's what he says. I just don't know if I have that in me, like, to like, oh, it's not working. You know, he likes.
It's definitely not. I mean, it's not every game though. Actually, most of mine, I'm pretty damn. Because there was a time where I was a little it's like something dies on you once, like something goes out, and then that kind of sits in the back of your head forever, or at least for a long time. That was that way for a little bit with Marvel Madness when the monitor went on that one, and then I'm trying to think about maybe no, Cheyenne's pretty rock solid, but I've had the red tent early on. It was kind of like that, but those monitors are fantastic. So,
but Jimbo, you're also like a legit fix-it guy, you know, like a legit fix-it.
Not for boards, not boards. Those that get sent out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually, if it's a board issue, it's almost a relief because I just send that out. It gets repaired. They do all that shit. You spend money, but then that's all it is. If it's something else, then it's like, well, now I need to figure this out, and the game's gonna be down until I do.
Right. That's a YP. Your problem.
I refuse now. Like I refuse to send out like monitor chassis unless it's something really bad, like really head scratcher. Usually I can get that stuff figured out. Power, and there's not a whole lot to it. Like what's left? Something with the wiring, really.
Yeah, there's only like 3 or 4 things that go wrong in the games.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm pretty good with monitors. Although this Tempest, I've never worked on a Vector, and there's just not enough.
Yeah, that's a little foreign to me. I don't own a single Vector game.
To really make me
I don't own any Vector games. And when like one of Carrie's has a problem, I'm like, what do you mean the monitor can take out the board? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's like,
right, yeah,
what the fuck kind of magic is this voodoo shit? Yeah.
Surprise!
Yeah.
More to be nervous about.
Or the board can take out the monitor. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So
I had that captain's chairs in my garage, and it's working. And but I make my garage like a summer room, so I have to. Like I put down like the AstroTurf, and we do that in like Buffalo. You make your garage a family room in the summer months.
Yes.
So, and I'm not moving it down in the basement because I have to paint the floor, and that's just a pain in the ass. Something that big and when Donnie brought it, like he didn't even take it apart. Like he just loaded it on his truck together, and I'm like, we got it down to get. I'm like, dude, don't you think we should take it? He goes, no. He was afraid like it's not gonna work if we take it apart. So we got it down.
He's got the best setup. He's got a lift gate on the back of his truck, man. That's where it's at.
No, he didn't. He didn't bring it in. Did he bring it in the lift gate?
What?
Oh, maybe he did. No, he did bring it in the lift gate. Oh, but then and then so to get it out, I put it on those roller. I don't know what you call them, those carpeted things, with the wheels. I lifted. I had my wife. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try. So I'm lifting it, shove it out. So I had it on both, and I pushed it out, and I pushed it back in. It's still on there. I haven't. And then I'm like, I'm gonna plug this in. I just know it's not gonna work now, but it did. It did. It turned it on. It's like, oh, it still works. Nice. I lifted it, but I mean, that's a big one. It's definitely a fucking monstrosity. My wife's like, get rid of this piece of shit. I go, this is a piece of shit. Do you know what this is? Guys would give their left testicle for one of these, and it works.
Yeah, some of those games that have like the old games with the big, huge like board stacks. That stuff makes me nervous all the time. 3 or 4 boards and they're like this big, and it's.
I remember I asked Jordan because I said about like somebody had a cheap Monaco
GP.
Yeah, and he's like, if it's not working, don't buy it. He goes, good luck. He goes, just pass. Like
those are fucking weird boards. I remember selling mine and it worked. And and it's like all logic. There's no CPU or anything like that, but it's just a pile of boards. Yeah, it's bizarre.
There's a whole Facebook group dedicated to that Monaco GP. I don't know if somebody's trying to come up with something, or like an FPGA or something.
That's the only cabinet I've ever thrown into the fire, literally. I got one for free. The little mini. Yeah, I got the little mini one for free. Hey, it's Mock.
Hey guys.
Mock.
Oh, right. I was gonna send
now
Mock
it's a party
messages on TikTok.
Buenas noches, mi amigo.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
So I had one of the little mini Monaco GPs. I got it for free from a local not an operator. Well, I guess they do routes and stuff, but a little tiny retail shop not far from.
No. Oh, okay.
No, it was Neighbors Novelties near St. Cloud.
Okay.
Little tiny independent thing, and he's like he's hooked me up a lot of stuff, but he's like, you can have that. The steering wheel doesn't work and stuff, and I'm like, cool, but the cabinet was beat to shit. I didn't realize it, but the monitor worked, the game ran, but the steering didn't, and it sat in my parents' garage for a while, and it takes up very little space. But eventually I'm like, I'm never gonna, what am I gonna do? It's printed, or it's painted art, it's all beat to hell. And there was someone on Clav near, like, looking for all these parts, like just about everything. So I sold it for like nothing, like $100. I just gutted it out, and he was really happy. Came, picked it all up, and then I'm like, well, I stripped the cabinet. Buddy of mine was having a bonfire, threw it in there, and the thing went up like you would have thought you dunked it in gasoline. It went up so quick because of all that old paint and wood.
Just say the paint, yeah.
It was just like, woof. It was awesome. Wish I'd taken
An
a
old
picture
Christmas
of that.
tree.
Yeah.
Leo, I have to say, it looked like you were drinking a glass of urine, but like of somebody who
The
who
best
had
tasting
too much
urine.
vitamin B, right? Exactly. Like it was like,
It does.
"Whoa," or Gatorade, which is
It's a little cloudy, but
Basically like
it's
urine.
good. Pete.
well, little UTI.
It's good.
He's been
Is it
taking his
tangy?
multivitamins. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I'm an old man now. I gotta get my monthly vitamins. Exactly. Oh,
Well, I got a little piece of interesting news today, actually. You guys remember me? Well, you remember the whole story about the punch out switcher and all that.
Yeah.
So the last on Clav, Riddle TV, Jim Riddle was going to revamp. He had posted and that he was working on fixing and kind of doing his switcher. And last I had heard, he had sent off a new design to get fabricated, blah blah blah, and he was hoping to get them soon or whatever. And I'd said I'd be happy to test it out or whatever. Well, just today I got an email from him asking if I would like to. He's got them. Would I like to test one out? And I said yeah, and he's already shipped it to me. So. Yeah, so I got a tracking number and stuff. So as soon as that gets here, fingers crossed. I'm really hoping that it works, not just for me, but I would hate to give them like, nope, it still has
really.
problems.
No, Jim. So did he have any other complaints about it, or was it just people bought him and never put him in, like me?
No,
like it's sitting in a box. I've never opened it.
No, people have used it, but I think I was the first one to shed light on the ghosting issue with the screens, and so after I did that, then I was like, there were like 2 or 3 people. I actually sent mine to another guy who wanted to test it in his, and he had the same issue. And then I think there was at least one other person that looked and checked and said, yeah, I see it too. I have a more keen eye for this stuff, I feel like, than a lot. Like if I hadn't said anything, maybe no one would notice. I have a hard time believing that, but that
now I would, because you brought it up. I mean, I'm not
yeah,
gonna
exactly.
be looking for
It's like the
It's
stuff
there,
with
it's
Wonka with some of the updates where it's like, yeah, the animations and these clips are choppy. And I actually was at me and Carrie were at a party last weekend, and I was kind of pointing that stuff out. People are like, oh, now I see it. Yeah. And it's like, yeah. So, and I was doing
nothing. You get nothing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's some stuff like I'm doing a beta. I'm running beta version 4 on mine right now, and I joined their beta testing group, and so I've been giving them feedback. I'm like, well, this looks better, but this is still choppy, and so I don't know. Hopefully, before the official release, they'll fix some of that stuff. But yeah, with the Punch Out stuff, I'm really excited to test it out. I would really like to have a switcher in there, especially after having a party over here, or not a party. It was like a small gathering. We had like 8 people over here a couple weeks ago, and I didn't even think about this, but all the games are up. People are playing stuff, and people hop on of all the games. People would hop on Super Punch Out. It's the latest thing, and they just want to hit buttons and stuff. And they can't even get with Super Punch Out. They can't even get past the first person because they don't know like the yeah. And so I'm like, and that's the case where it's like I would have loved to have just thrown on regular Punch Out because at least they can mash their way through Glass Joe.
Yes.
But with Super Punch Out, it's brutal if you.
It's too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question I have for you, Jimbo, is which of the 2 games is in the cage that I sold you? Like, do you know? Like, I know that
one's in. I have 2 cages in there,
right.
One including yours. One's
right.
in. One has Super Punch Out. One has regular. I don't know.
So you don't know which one's mine. Damn it!
No, I would get. Yeah. Well, let's see. Actually, I could probably answer that because I already had the original cage in there. I think Punch Out. I think because it's on.
Okay.
Yours is mounted on the right side of the cabinet. And I think, Punch Out's in there. So,
Mark, did you hear about the incident with my extra cage?
No. What?
Caused injuries.
Yes. I pulled the Punch Out away from the wall in the garage, and I had the extra cage on the ground. And my son was on a stool watching me play Super Punch Out, and the stool fell over, and his hand hit the corner of that fucking cage. 3 stitches.
Oh my God.
No. And I was like, there's blood. I'm like, I looked at him like, holy shit. And then I'm like, Julie, I go, we have to go. She's with me. I go, it's deep. I go, this is a deep thing. Like, it just was razor sharp.
Right.
And he goes, Daddy, what is that thing? Why is that thing there? And normally it's like, it's on the side. So it's not even, it was just, I have it in my garage, and it's like tucked away on the side. And I pulled it out, I think, to plug it in or something. I was moving stuff. This was like a few months ago.
Oh my God.
Of course he fell on it, and he's like, my wife's like, why do we still have that thing? I go, well, there's a purpose. I'll put it away. It's normally not even in sight, but it sucked. That was he's like, how long? He's got a little scar. He's like, when is this gonna go away? I'm like, a little bit each year.
People are gonna think you're badass with that scar.
Yeah. Those cages are rough. Like the corners are terrible. It was
the corner.
Like,
he fell right on the fucking corner. He went boom down, and his hand went right there. It was like
could have been his eye. Could have been something worse.
No, it was the perfect spot, and he was his right hand, and he's a left.
He injured himself perfectly.
It was funny because
it went any better
for 3 weeks or a week and a half. He walked around like he had a wooden arm. Like he didn't want to move it. He just like was like, Carter, move your fingers. He'd go. You could tell. Even the doctor, when she took the stitches out, said, "Carter, push your hand down." I mean, he was totally fine, but he was just scared. He just walked around like his whole arm was dead. I'm like, dude, you're okay. That was the arcade injury.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mark, how's your video thing going? Your
my TikTok or
no, not TikTok.
My video vendor.
The video vendor. Thank you. That's something.
Yes.
So is it complete, or is it still?
It is complete. I do need to recap the monitor. There is no cap kit for it. I just have to like wing it because it's it's like a little 9-inch green screen.
Yeah, monochrome thing.
Right.
But what are we talking about? Easy. What's a video vendor?
So in January or February, Preston Burt, who does the Southern Fried Game Expo, he's like the showrunner of that. He found somebody on Facebook that was selling a VHS video cassette vending machine from the 80s. And it was so weird. It had, wood veneer, and it held 320 video cassettes.
Holy fuck.
So some guy was like trying to sell this.
It's gotta be huge.
Jim, can you post this picture?
It is.
Hang on.
It was they were for rental or for sale? You
could do both. You could do both with this
I'll
machine.
put it in our chat.
It was basically before Blockbuster, before Red Box. just a strange anomaly
Hold
that
on,
somebody
the
had
chat's
put
not-
together.
Did anybody ever see one of these things? But ever in this group?
I have a
I-
picture here. Hold
I
on.
saw one in Austin, actually, somewhere in the 90s. I didn't realize
go.
what I was looking
All
at.
right, hang on a second here.
Oh, there you go. Retrofied, right. So there's Preston's article. There it is.
It's a huge
Wait.
Oh.
footprint.
Wait, you have this thing?
Mark's got a big house.
Good.
Yeah. No, it's in the garage. So it's
That's
8
crazy.
feet long,
Holy
right?
shit.
It's about arcade
Crazy,
depth.
It's bigger than
It is.
T-Mac.
Luckily, it's on wheels. So that was
my
nice.
God. Mark, you're the only. It's pretty damn fucking cool. It's
Dude,
enormous.
it is
We all
so
have a
neat.
sickness, Mark. Let's just accept it.
Right.
Are you scouting? Are you scouting around like convenience stores and being like, can I put this?
Yeah.
No, but like people. So I got when I
Jesus.
bought the machine, I also got like these membership cards that came with them, and so people are sending me videotapes in exchange for me mailing off one of these like 40-year-old cards.
How many cards do you have?
I think I have about I think it's about eight or 900.
Yeah,
And it was a swipe.
Ooh,
And
it's
you'd
got a
swipe the
credit card
card?
swiper.
It does.
Oh,
yes.
that's the card swipe. I see.
But I mean,
I like the little keypad.
but it'll read in
Yeah.
this card also, and then depending on if you have credit, like if you put money in the machine, it'll keep track of that for you.
Now it looks like are these things in cases or no? They just like regular or is it?
Well, the plexi that's in the middle, there's a lock near the bottom so that you can slide it open and then put in a videotape. The tapes are not in cases; they're naked, basically. And on the back of the tape, you put in a barcode. That's sort of this reflective mirror type tape. And it's funny because I thought it was going to be something simple, like, oh, it's just like a binary number or something, right? Or like a decimal, It turned out to be like a slightly weird variation. People on TikTok helped me figure it out.
Oh my God.
So what happens is there's a control arm. It goes in, it grabs one of the tapes, it brings it over to that box in the middle. And then there's like a little reader. It looks to see what tape it is so that it can put it back later, and then checks it out against your account. There's like a little green light that lights up, and you can slide the little plastic door open, grab the tape, and then go off on your merry way.
But it's a naked tape without a case.
Correct.
Yeah.
No tapes have cases. I think.
And is this a rent? Is it supposed to be a rental?
You
then?
can also buy them. I mean, you
Okay.
basically say, hey, the tape that's in spot 140 is a sale tape. And then I guess you somehow are going to have to like designate that on the
Advertise it. So this is totally red box for VHS.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Were these
love
common, or is
VHS.
this like one of like 10 or something?
If you
I-
don't rewind the VHS, do you charge an extra fee? Sorry, Jimmo, didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
your
no,
question.
no, it's fine.
there's no.
Nice.
There was no mechanism for charging a Be Kind
damn.
rewind fee. No,
Okay.
not at all.
You know what you should, Mark? You should have a list of
Sorry.
like tapes you want and have people like, cause it'd be kind of cool. Like what do you want? Like the original like Terminator from '84.
Mark's getting all
Got
sorts of stuff. He's got because he posted on TikTok. I follow him on TikTok, and I'm getting a chuckle out of all the videos.
I have a Vision
I
Quest.
don't have a
VHS.
Vision Quest VHS.
I have a
Do you have
Vision Quest
Gleam the
VHS.
Cube?
I don't. I
So
like
I also
Gleam
have
the Cube.
slap shots. I saved like 6. And I have the original ET with
Jumanji.
the guns.
I have 2 ETs.
Yeah, you're gonna have some repeats in there, I'm sure.
Exactly. I like dupes. That's kind of a cool thing. But I have
Mad
about
Max.
67,000 followers on TikTok, and
I'm growing.
yeah, my niche it's basically 80s tech, retro tech, vintage tech, Gen X kid kind of stuff. And so this has been pretty popular series. It took about 31 separate TikToks to get it finished because you can only post like a 60-second video.
Oh, is that how that works?
Right.
Huh.
So like in one video, I had to drill out the hole at the bottom to get to the computer to see what the hell is going on, and then it had like a battery that was bad, so I had to replace that, and then there were bulbs that were bad.
Each post is like a different repair or a
Right.
different thing you did, which is kind of fun for people because every day when you're taking a shit or you're in the bed before you go to sleep, you're flipping through your TikToks, and then Mark's will pop up and they'll see what the latest thing he
Right.
worked on, which
I got
kind of makes
so-
it fun.
so many people got weirdly invested in it, and it's still a thing. You know, I'm still getting videotapes 2 or 3 times. I mean, I got my PO box just because people were like sending me shit to my house, and I'm like, okay, we can't keep doing this. We got to like figure something out here.
You should have a list of stuff you want.
You're gonna have
I'm sure somebody will like, instead of like throwing it in the fucking Salvation Army, they're like, hey, wait, let's save that. Mark wants this.
Right. Well, I mean, I send people pictures of what's currently in there so that they can kind of like figure out, well, what do I have? But I don't care
all those
about
look like they have
getting
the same label. Is that what they did?
That's before I got it. That's at the guy's house in I think Indiana before I had it shipped here.
Or are they all like just homemade stuff?
Yeah, and he took all of those out. So whatever is in there is stuff that he kept. I think he printed his own labels, and it's kind of a pain in the ass because when you register a tape, you have to make sure it has a label. It's also helpful to put on the tape what slot it was from. And there's also like a secret code, which is the binary code on the back. You know, having that, a record of that is good too, because I actually have to use this like little device that you stick on top of your VHS tape, and then you cut like the slots for the barcode. It's not like something that you can just originally the machine came with these barcodes that you stuck on tapes, but obviously 40 years later, actually not 40, 1985.
Dave, go check your laundry.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think I'm about 33% full as far as people have been sending me stuff. I did buy 400 tapes from a like a Salvation Army type place, but I think once I pick through them, I'm only gonna have like 50 to 80 tapes that are like kind of cool tapes.
I keep meaning to look on YouTube because there's got to be guys that are like in the VHS, and you could have like a mansion full for like nothing because you know, they're so cheap, and it's kind of neat with the artwork on the side, and that's what we grew up with, all of us.
Yeah, there's a guy that is also on TikTok who he built a video store basement during quarantine. He went and found like an old ass door.
I saw that one.
Yeah, and
I gotta look at that.
Old
video rental
shelves, and yeah, exactly. They've been sending me stuff as well. So I've been, it's a very kind of weird frontier because I've never been popular on Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube or any of that, but for some reason I can blow up on TikTok. So
Mark, has anybody chimed in that they have one of these? Or are you the only, did anyone say, oh, I have one?
So the guy that runs El Dorado that fixes PCBs, he owns one. So we've talked.
Oh.
His doesn't work. He uses it as a ladder because sometimes there's some shelves that are really high up, so he needs to get up really high.
One's on top.
Yeah. I've been considering buying his as well and just mailing him a ladder or something from Home Depot. But
where did you have to go to get this, or did you have it shipped?
I had it shipped. I did Beltman. Oof. Yeah, it was pretty cheap actually. I mean, it's comparable to having an arcade game shipped. But
wow. Did you pay a lot for this thing, or no? It was like, get it out of here.
I got it for $750. He wanted $1,500. He sort of kept some parts though, like he kept the cards and some other things.
Kept some parts. What a
jerk. And the manuals, he kept the manuals. Like
what? Why don't you say, hey, how about lending me the manuals so I can copy them and I'll give them back to you?
Exactly.
It's like, dude, if you want them, that's fine.
Why do you give a manual for something you don't own?
I don't know. Exactly.
What a dick. So, he's like, you want the manual? That'll be $750.
I can't let go of it.
So I threw $500 extra bucks his way, and he sent me everything, including like keys to his store that he doesn't even have anymore. And I'm like, I don't know why you sent me these, but thank you very much.
So I guess you had a strong arm for the manual. Yeah, I'll give you this, but I'm not giving you the only key in the world that will open it.
Right. So I guess it was $1,250 in total, and it's
pretty neat though.
It's probably $600 to ship it.
As long as you got the room, I like it a lot.
How did you even discover it? Because I've never even heard of this before. So did you see one somewhere?
No, Preston Burt had a Retrofied article about it.
Oh, that's where you saw it in an article.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're like, I gotta have one.
Yeah, Southern Fried Gaming Expo's showrunner, basically. So
yeah.
Have you guys ever met Preston? Pretty interesting guy. Because Southern Fried Gaming Expo is like the one where they also have like wrestlers, like as a sideshow type thing to the arcade stuff, and it's pretty good. At least it was good when I was there 3 years ago. But
no,
it's not a Grinkers.
No.
Nothing is, absolutely.
Nothing.
Nothing's a Oh man, damn it! Me and Aaron, Arcadiology, we're still like shopping like for a place to put our stuff. And I mean, Space Time Junction may not exactly be what we want it to be, but we're at first, like at least let's make like a Grinkers type situation, and then let's make those sandwiches. Let's make sure that happens.
Sandwiches are yummy.
I know.
God, the sandwiches are good. Has anybody heard from Steve as far as like his other build? Remember he was talking about he was going to open up like a little restaurant somewhere.
They all refused. His whole staff said, "Yeah, we don't want to do that."
No, he was going to.
Well, if anyone's talked to him recently, it would be Dave and
yeah,
Leo.
I talk to him all the time. I'm just trying to think. There's a lot of alcohol involved, so I'm trying. That was a discussion a while ago.
Well, just next time you see him, just ask him like what.
No, it's not happening. I know that. I just can't.
No, I don't mean him opening another Grinkers. I mean, I heard he.
No, I know the
talked
sandwich
about
swap. No,
opening just a little sandwich.
No,
spot
it didn't.
somewhere.
Yeah, I think Jim hit it. Like none of the staff wanted to do it. Like he was almost going to open it and have the staff that worked at whoever said that. That was
Mark. Yeah,
Mark. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because he did say that.
Well,
But did you see Steve the shoot the bear thing? I keep forgetting to ask about that. He was selling all those. He had a lot of like that shoot the bear at Fun Spot.
Yeah, that game.
Yeah. He had a lot of them.
Oh my! I didn't know if you had that. How come you didn't have it at Grinkers?
It was they were pieces of shit. There was like 5 of them. Like I didn't know if you could make one out of all 5. Missing so many parts, but it was pretty damn neat.
I know he sold a bunch of stuff to Coin Op Warehouse, which I bought. So I have his like Super Breakout project and a Wild Western project. I have a few of those that he had in this one unit that we got to go visit. And it's funny because like we went in there and the back door was open and there was a window open and there was a whole room full of crypto mining machines. And then in the other room were all these arcade games. I went there with Vani and Nick, correct. And we were like, what the fuck kind of place is this where you just leave your window open, nobody cares?
It's called Idaho.
Idaho.
Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, aka Idaho.
Right.
That's where you leave like 8 burger times out front of the place and it's closed.
Nobody
At night for 3 days straight.
Can you believe it? Nobody would.
And Steve even said, "Hey, don't worry, it's Idaho."
It's Idaho.
Yeah, because he had games like in the back hall, in the alleyway, and he was like, he goes, "Are you gonna bring those in now?"
Well, that and then plus two, like how many nights when we were there did we like people stumble back to the hotel room? Like if that was in even a remotely big city, I'd be like, oh god, one of us would have gotten robbed or jumped by.
The best is Bardelli. I wish he was here when he stumbled back.
Well,
going back to the
there's
hill. He got lost in that little complex.
Oh yeah.
He couldn't find. He's like, he made the wrong turn. And he was just the serve. He goes, dude, I got lost back there forever.
I know. One time
he got hungry for Whataburger or whatever it was, and he got in an Uber for he drove 40 minutes out of the way to get a hamburger or some shit.
Oh my god.
And there's a McDonald's or whatever right there.
Back in the box.
Yeah, Jack in the Box. It was one of those things.
Yeah, he was all
exactly
right.
I just did a little Google search of the sandwich shop at Grinkers and all that, and it actually made the Idaho Statesman. The fact that Steve decided not to open up the sandwich shop, and exactly what you were talking about, that the staff were like, no, we just as soon remember Grinkers as it was, and it's going to be a different job, and thank you, but no.
Yeah.
And so, but it was that shows just the impact that Grinkers had on Eagle, Idaho, and it makes the Idaho Statesman.
Yeah, wow.
What's in there now? Is it
Ooh, I never asked him. That's a good question. Probably nothing. I'll bet nothing.
I bet would too.
I'll bet nothing.
That would
because you got to convert it to something, and that takes money.
So
a lot of money.
Nothing.
You could
Such
put
a big.
you could do a sports bar there, though. You could do like that. I mean, just because the
Buffalo
bar
Wild Wings, B-Dubs is in there.
Yeah, B-Dubs go right in there.
Actually, that would fit in there quite. That's a big space. I can totally. Sadly, I could see that because plus it's a corner. They like to be in corners like that.
Oh,
Where you
man.
gotta wait for an hour for your wings that are cold. Remember that?
All right.
That was
Yeah.
terrible.
The best
was
part
really
was
bad.
the best part was what's his name? Nobody wanting to take him home. You know,
Oh
Damien,
Yeah,
Decor,
we don't need-
Damien, right?
Oh shit.
I
Poor
wasn't
guy.
there. I just remember.
Was that the last year or
That was the last time we were there.
Okay, got it.
yeah.
Well, that's when Leo was in
I said-
Ireland.
Yeah, I sadly missed the last
I
year.
know he
Oh,
couldn't
man.
believe it. He goes,
Oh, yeah,
it's closed. He
sorry,
couldn't. He
Leo.
was so
I said I
bummed.
gave one request, like make sure this is in the last green because you all fucked it
Yeah.
up, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Don't play sticks.
It's
Oh
sad.
man. Yeah, that
Great
is.
memories.
There was a and
Ugh.
yeah, and how many people I have to say, I mean, Leo excluded because you were there every other year, but like how many people were like, yeah, I'm gonna try to make it the next year, and
Oh
that
yeah,
went on
that
and
used
on,
to
and
always
it's
piss
like,
me off.
don't
I'm like,
don't
how
take
do
it
you
for
know
granted.
there's going to be another one? We
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
even know if there's going to be another one.
Right.
Yeah,
And that, I mean, it was one of the biggest ones we did. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as like tchotchkes and bobbleheads and
Oh my
Well,
God. Yeah.
just
yeah.
think we're on our way to 10 years of that because like
yeah.
we had I had been, let's see, what did I make it to the second or yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah, I mean there were 7 and then
There were
yeah,
7
we
of
were,
them.
if it wasn't for COVID, I
You
mean
did it at
obviously
7, right? Yeah,
Fucking
at 7.
COVID.
I think I started going at 3, I believe.
That was
Yeah,
my
so we
first
both
one.
made, well, I made 5, you made 4, Leo, because you didn't make the last one.
Right.
We went that same year.
Mark, did you go to the first one?
No, I think I made 4, and my wife made 3.
Well, we have trading cards of who made the first one. That was, I think that was the 5th year that somebody made trading cards. They passed out
2015
pictures.
was my first year, and I did not miss a year. So
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
I know.
Eight-
8-bit Pit, that's the guy. Whoever runs 8-bit Pit YouTube channel. That's
Oh,
the guy.
Drewster, is that Drewster?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we picked him up, and what's funny is that he has a fond
And
memory.
now he's out of the fucking hobby. Did you see that on
What the
quit?
fuck is that?
Did he
Yeah,
really
I didn't
quit
know
the hobby?
why.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
just
put all of
curious,
his
like
games up for
money,
sale.
or it's just like a moving, or it's like I like console stuff more, or whatever,
Wow.
or I lost interest. It'd be kind of just like I don't care.
Yeah, I
He was
couldn't
on the
believe
way
it.
of like rebuilding Adam's Family and all that stuff.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
put all of that
Tim.
up for sale.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or I met
yeah.
the girl of my dreams, which is fine, or whatever the reason. She
Sure.
told me to get the fucking shit out.
I'm
Just
in
curious.
love. Fuck this hobby.
He's collecting washing
AKA,
machines.
I don't want to see this shit in this place.
Or I just lost interest, or
Yeah.
whatever.
He's in
Yeah,
the
I got
pottery now.
Tomatum.
Yeah, I got my defender from him and Shadow Dancer. I've gotten two games from him over the years.
Ah, yeah.
He
Yeah.
took one of the
I like
he took the
Brewster.
picture
That's
of
kinda
me and
bums me
the what the fuck the Walter White and Hank picture. He was one of the
Oh,
photographers.
yeah, I remember him.
It was
yeah.
he was the photographer and the guy who was good at 720, Jeff C. Was that his name?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
were out
Another
there.
one that left
They were
the
all like
hobby.
comparing,
Uh-huh.
like they all the different,
We're-
for the
Wait,
photos.
Jeff
dying
C
off
sold all this
here.
stuff?
No. He took the picture of me and
Oh, yeah.
Juan doing the Breaking Bad lookalike contest.
Yeah.
They were out front. They were the photographers.
Right.
There was
Okay.
somebody else too. I can't remember. No, it was Drewster and Jeff C. were holding the phones. And while me and Juan, and I had a duck down because he's so short, and I'm like, he's laughing. I'm like, stop laughing, and we got to be serious, or this isn't going to be correct.
Yeah.
As we're like nose to nose, we barely know each other.
Yeah.
Isn't Drewster in one of our arcade hangout photos early
sure.
on?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
One of the first ones.
Yep.
He snuck in there. We're-
Back in.
it was like, yeah, I
A lot of
remember.
people
That
sneak
was like
in.
the
It's
third
all
one.
right.
That was like when we
It's
all,
all
yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a good time. There's always
I
a
like,
little
you know
weird
what's funny
Waldo.
who snuck in was Buffett, and then he goes, but cover my face.
I'm like, no one
Why'd
can
you
see
get
your
in the
face
picture
anyways.
then?
Yeah. Well, he's got so much face, like his beard and everything, you can't see it anyways.
Right? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
incognito by default.
Yeah.
I still remember the year he came and it was like, oh my God, Buffett's here. People were like, no, he's not. No, you're full of shit, aren't you?
Legendary
And then like,
Buffett.
oh my God, there he is. It's like,
He's like a Yeti.
I don't know what people disbelieved more,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
time that Buffett was there or the time that whoever said Adam Sandler was back at the NASWA for the Fleet Squad tournament. Like, it was close. It was like, no, wait, not Adam Sandler. Like, no, wait, not Buff. It's like, wait, hold on. Why are these too close?
No, it's like when we go to CAX, I'm wondering, like, I'm not going to see a lot of people that, you know, like Drewster won't be there. I mean, he used to always go to CAX, you know, I see him there and stuff.
Is CAX happening in person?
They haven't made, they said they haven't decided.
Doubtful.
Yeah.
But I doubt it. But
I know, like,
I mean,
PAX East with PAX with a P, which is usually happens around here. They already shut that down, or they're doing it online this year too. So
it's too short of a notice. Like,
that's why,
at this point, it would be really rough to people have other plans, and I mean, in terms of bringing games and things like that. Like, maybe you can get attendees, but I don't know. It's going to be rough to build
Plus, it's
a
indoors and
center.
like having all those people on top of each other. It's like,
we don't quite have herd immunity yet. We're getting there. We're almost there.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
You've got those stubborn fucks out there.
Well, I mean, you can just still mask up and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're touching shit. You're touching control.
I feel pretty good about touching now. I think I'm good at it now. Like,
you know, anything what was great about
practicing a long time.
I have this natural aversion. Oh shit! I touched something, and then I gotta clean my hand.
Well, what was great about one thing good about the mask wearing though is that I never got sick.
No, they did not. Well,
I usually get sick a couple times a year. I never got sick at all.
That's good. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Let's keep that up.
I know, right? Especially if we as a culture change so that it's people who are sick wear masks, and we accept that, and it's not I'm afraid I'm going to get
or
something.
They just don't come to work. Would be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
God.
Which requires the HR departments to really broaden like telecommute policies and improve sick leave and things like
work
that.
Work from home when you're sick. How about
that? Would be
somebody at work you really don't like.
Yeah, take your laptop home or have a laptop at home or whatever.
Yeah. Jim, you've been
ass at home and don't
sick
get all
now
of us
for
sick.
6 months. Chance you're getting
every Wednesday you're really sick. It's like, I don't know what it is. Damn if I know.
Every Wednesday, man.
Exactly. Wow.
My my autoimmune system is built on a schedule.
Did anybody check out E3 today, or any? I know there's an arcade.
I've been keeping up on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. Finally, kind of like, they're saying next year, and then I think I posted in the Slack like the Advanced Wars remake they're doing, or reboot 1 and 2 for the Switch.
I listened to Video Game Outsiders for my review of what happened, because
those are two of my Zelda's probably Mega Man obviously is my favorite, but like Zelda's right up there, and like Advance Wars was one of my favorite for like the Game Boy games.
I used to go to town. I used to play that
every day,
all the time, because it's turn-based. It doesn't have to be where you're on top of it for action. It's just you go. It's kind of like playing chess, but with little army guys.
I'm just waiting for Call of Duty where you're the Libyans and you have to kill Doc Brown. That's really as soon as we can get to that.
Is that a hack?
You had to slip in a Back to the Future reference. Yeah. What the
fuck? There's a DeLorean in my driveway.
Actually, speaking of that, Mark, I just started replaying because I haven't played it since it came out like 10 years ago. The PS3 Back to the Future game. It's like the 5-part game. The Telltale. Right. I forgot how much I enjoyed that game.
Yeah,
and how strange it is. Yeah,
because
they actually had. It goes out the rails. I mean, it starts out, spoilers, but because it's 10 years old or whatever, but it starts out and you're like, and you're thinking that it's
the movie.
It's the movie. And then suddenly it's like, wait a second. And then it's a dream sequence. Yeah. It's fun. Or you think it is. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, right. So they kind of
and Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd actually do voices in it.
Oh.
And Yep.
Although this guy I know, AJ, did the voice of Marty, which is really weird because I figured he had a really bad impression of Marty, and then they hired him, and I'm like, really? They're gonna hire you and they're gonna pay you money and stuff for this? But that's not Michael J. Fox doing Marty. I mean, I think he does one character. Michael does. But
they brought him in for. Yeah, I remember reading about that. He did do some VO for it, but
nice.
Yeah,
good times.
Yeah, I think was it other versions or something? It's one of the when they bring in all of the variations. Who did it might be the old Marty. I can't remember. But he did do something in there. But it's a cool game.
Whoa. Hey, Leo, did you see the cool stuff on Unreal 5 engine?
No, I did not. I got
amazing.
work was a little busy today. I kind of pick and choose like the couple ones here and there. I'll have to check that out. But all right, Unreal 5.
It's the game engine. It's gonna well, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Unreal 4 is what they use for the backgrounds for the Mandalorian, for all the desert scenes and stuff like that.
Oh.
So they've optimized this for 5, where you can it's sort of like, like when you play like Grand Theft Auto or something, where if you're in an airplane, the further away you get from stuff, it starts to lose quality because it's like using different textures and stuff.
Yep.
It's the same idea, but with polygons when they're doing. So the closer you get to it, the denser polygons will get, and it just optimizes it everything so the camera can move around really quickly
there
and still have a killer super sharp geometry in there. So they show some demos of some amazing structures, and it looks like a rendered CGI movie, but it's real time. So it's getting there. We're getting to the point where you can have really high poly counts in real time, which is neat, just because the way they optimize the engine. So check that out when you get a chance. It's pretty neat to see. And yeah, the games people are going to be making out are going to be pretty cool. So
I've been playing my Oculus a ton the past couple of here and there.
Oh, really?
Couple of days. Yeah, I've been doing a couple of games here and there. But that Pop 1 is fun, but it for some reason it's the only game that really gives me like headaches when I play with it for an extended period of time. So I've been trying not to do that as much. But like I'm amazed that's just like the second generation of
the
that
last
system.
thing you need is headaches.
Yeah, it's like I'm amazed. That's like
Mark. I posted it, but it was I was right. It's Future Marty, and he does Michael J. Fox does Future Marty and William McFly.
Nice.
So he does those two. Yeah.
Anyway. Leo, did you ever pick up Half-Life, Alex?
No, is it for the Oculus?
Oculus. Well, it's for the Oculus.
Okay.
But it's you got to run it on your PC though. So
okay, no problem.
But I don't know if you've tried that feature where you can have it wireless. Have you tried that either?
I have. Yep.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. If the wire gets in your way.
Yeah, I've got a couple of games here and there. Just like I've been trying. Like I knew a couple of ones I've played at PAX before, and just like a couple of friends that have recommended too. I'll give that a look see as well too. It's
check out Half-Life. It's a single player game, but if you've ever played the Half-Life games, it's pretty neat. I mean, you actually put the clip into the gun and pull back the stock and all that.
It's a lot like Pop 1. Yeah, Pop 1 is the same thing too. You got to do all that. Yeah, you got to do that stuff. Yeah.
Which makes it more immersive. So.
Absolutely.
Mark, do you have a VR headset?
I don't. I've been waiting to buy something. I feel bad. I'm behind.
Get a Quest 2. It's
I've never
affordable.
walked into a wall yet. Quest 2, okay.
Yeah. No, because what they do now is you draw your with your
Guardian
with the controllers. You draw.
Yeah, a perimeter and a Guardian.
With these guys here.
Yes.
You actually, with the trigger here, you draw your area out. So if you're gonna break that border, you see it in your screens.
Right.
And I usually do it like a couple of feet before the wall, so like
so you don't
like you'll see like a
your
red,
hand
like
into
I know
it.
I'm not like you'll see red, like okay, I'm getting too close to this shit. Yeah. So
I've smashed my hand into my bookshelf and cut my fingers open.
Yeah, I did the first time too because I'm like I just set it right to where the wall was, and then like first time I'm like, oh wait, that was fucking stupid because by the time I'm going that forward, it's like, oh wait, no, this is the wall. It's like no, you got to give yourself a little room.
I've got a Quest 2. It's sitting right there and the sealed in the box. I bought it just so I could say I have one. I'm hoping I can open it maybe in a few. Because I'm waiting for my fucking desk.
Oh no!
that I ordered like 3 months ago.
You can play games just strictly right off of it. You don't need to have the PC because it's got a little game engine built into it, so you can play your Beat Saber.
My Pitfall and Chopper Command.
You and Carrie can take turns playing Beat Saber. Cut those blocks in half.
Yeah. Well, we already played. Wait. Oh, wait. What? Not that.
It's fun. I don't know. There's a lot of. It's kind of fun to pull out and show people some neat things on
Your
it.
penis is what you're saying.
Excuse
Like
me
a
while I
penis,
whip this
yes.
out.
Euphemisms, exactly. Yeah,
That's fun too.
We're being
Different kind of
recorded.
fun.
Until you end up in jail, then it's not so much fun. Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Mark, how was your vacation?
Yeah.
I heard it really sucked.
Yeah, it sucked. It was a week and a half of bliss.
of drunkenness. No.
I can't hear you.
Where'd you
Dave.
go? I'm sorry. The
Oh.
pictures look fantastic. I'm like, it sucked. It looked great.
Yeah, no, I was joking. It sucked. No, it was amazing. So I went to Cancun and spent a week and a few days at a resort, an all-inclusive resort.
Oh.
And the last time I went to an all-inclusive resort, I hated it. It was a hunk of shit.
Oh.
So I was really reluctant to go to this one. But when I was watching,
This time you got the full body massage.
yeah, well, so other like the other one I've been to was like there's no top shelf liquor. It's all watered down drinks, and yeah, and service is terrible, food is terrible, and all that kind of thing. So it was just the opposite. It was just amazing, people amazing. We have our own little private cabana. You have your own butler. You have a person come out to you asking what you want, like gives you your towels.
Ooh, I got to go there. What's the name of the resort?
Yeah, what is it? Yeah,
It's Majestic. Go check
Majestic.
Check it out here. I'll post a link if you guys want to.
Was it right like on the strip, like next to the Omni and all that shit? Or
No, that's the thing. It's away from some of the main touristy ones. It's down for a little further, about another 20 minutes down or so. So let me see if I can find a little promotion.
I've been to Cancun a bunch, and it was like, could you still like take the bus in it and like, or no, you're kind of like you're further away from. I mean, it's been years, but I went like 7 times. But,
so
it's like me and Mardi Gras.
It was just, what it was. I worked for an airline, and it was quick. It was fast. It was easy to get to. It was cheap, and I never did. Well, I was single. I went with my wife once, and we didn't do all inclusive because I'm like, we don't have to because we can go out But all inclusive, I did that in Dominican Republic, which I did like.
That's. I was just gonna say that's where me and my ex-wife went for our honeymoon, and
so
it looked and sounded exactly like what Mock was doing.
My wife planned 2 excursions, which I didn't want to do. I want to just be at the resort and relax and drink Mai Tais all day. So
I hate excursions.
Yeah, so she wanted to go see. Yeah. My daughter really wanted to go see the
Mayan ruins. The
Mayan ruins. I've seen them already before.
Yeah.
And we also went to the cenote for the asteroid that killed all the dinosaurs. It's a huge crater. You go down.
That was underwater,
and it's water down there. Yeah, and you can swim in it. But you can look up, it's like the Bat Cave. There's bats flying all over your head and stuff, and it's pretty cool looking.
That's cool.
But that was like a 6-hour bus ride there.
Holy
shit! It was horrible. I hated that.
Oh
no, I would never do that.
We went to this other place called
that's
Escaret, which is only an hour away. Which I like that one because that one has underground caves and stuff that you swim in
neat.
like a vest. And it takes like an hour to get through it all, and then when you get out, it's sort of like a wild animal park of mixed with the jungle. It's got animals, it's got snorkeling, it's got parasailing, it's got swimming with dolphins, all that kind of shit. Whatever.
Are there tigers at the end, like Tiger King situation?
No, there's animals all over. What's funny, one of the exhibits of animals was raccoons. I'm like, shit, I got that in my backyard.
Yeah. There's Bandit.
Hey Jim, can you play the video that I posted in the chat just so you guys can see what the resort looks like?
Hang on a second here.
I highly recommend this resort. It was really awesome. The buffets were amazing, and they have like swim up bars at the pools.
I've been to those kind of. I like it. Any vacation
have
diarrhea? Everybody okay?
Slight diarrhea, but not like real bad.
No, it always happens because
it always happens.
You got stuff that your just body's not used to
Because you're having like iced drinks, so it's a little.
It's not even the water, but just stuff
drinking
that
a
your
Mai Tai
body's
will
not
take-
used to.
Take some
salad,
Pactate
the
before you go out.
So this is
washed
that's the
salads.
front when you first walk
Oh
in.
yeah.
Oh, this looks fancy as fuck.
I hope I have my flip flops on.
I love the marble floors and all that shit. That's big in Mexico.
This is air conditioned too, so you walk in, it's like This is just the lobby where you check in.
Oh, that's a long video.
What was
Well,
the?
you put
Well, you
that
can jump
check
ahead
in.
a little bit, Jim. If you
What
want
was the? Was Americans, Canadians, or everybody worldwide?
That's the first bar.
Great use of copper.
I like the porn music.
Chicka wow wow.
Dos Equis
Dos
Hotel.
Equis.
Nice.
This is where you go to get laid.
That's just coming out of the lobby. There's a couple of restaurants down there. This is on your way out to the pool area. There's like 12 swim up bars.
Oh yeah, we have automatic sprinklers.
So that's
Is that the
Cabanas.
exercise
Look at that
What
guy.
I mean.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
somebody's
this game had
dad.
mosquito.
The swim up pools at the base. Wait, don't jump ahead. Yeah, Jim, go back a little bit.
Further?
Go back just a little bit. I wanted to show you the swim up bars on the thing. I don't know, maybe there. Oh yeah, I spent a lot of time over here. So at that blank area on the right there, they have a barbecue at noon every day. So they make carne asada, hamburgers, hot dogs, all that stuff. But then downstairs underneath
Yeah,
it is
Dave
a
had
full
hot
buffet
dogs.
of everything. Like they'll make you stir fresh vegetable noodles and carne asada, nachos.
See, I like that shit. I don't like a cruise. I don't want excursions. I just want to sit around.
I just want to
drink and-
relax. Yeah, look how beautiful. This is where we.
I like how
this
they
is where
had
we relax
bleachers just
right
for
here.
people watching. That was
Look
great.
at there's pools like this all over the place, all over the resort.
Oh, that's really nice.
What a shithole.
Yeah, you guys saw a Jack in the Box cup.
Yeah.
Carrie, you would love this, right? Because you love just sitting around and
Doing nothing.
This is anti-carry
This
vacay.
is a whole,
Yeah,
do a whole lot of
that's
nothing.
that's carry torture.
It's because you're a ginger.
Oh.
The chin.
So yeah,
Except not
you don't
really.
swim in this pool.
Well,
This
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah.
This is
just light
just for
skin.
decoration.
First
this
pool ever.
part. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, that's
Super pretty.
pretty cool resort. I really
Yeah.
liked it a lot.
So
I'm gonna
there's
go
no
again
room-
next year.
Oh,
So,
Very nice.
Nice.
yeah, I loved it. My wife
I'd be
loved it.
happy.
So I'll probably.
and now they booted us off air. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah, shit.
That's we showed their promotional video.
Use code arcade for 10%
No,
off.
that's
your
what
next
Nintendo does. Nintendo gets
Damn
pissed
it.
if you show their shit.
Right.
We show our shit. You don't.
If you want to go there, use promo code Mock the Magician and you'll save off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
So, Mock, if they got arcade games, we could do Grinkers there.
Oh, they had an arcade. I forgot to tell you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my God.
Really?
They have like a it opens at from 3 to midnight or something, but they have this room that's set up with like sort of like a MAME cab, one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
But they have like game systems with all the games on them and stuff. And then they had one of those sit down racers for PC that
I've seen that thing.
has the multiple screens and all that stuff and driving and
Huh.
pedals and all that kind of thing. It's pretty neat.
That's nice.
Oh,
So, I mean,
nice.
it was there, So yeah,
Awesome.
very cool resort. I really
We're there a week.
Awesome.
A week and a couple days.
Oh,
No.
nice,
But-
nice.
Say as long as we can afford.
Pricey
Drink.
or
looks it.
Probably had to be a good time to go. I mean, maybe not.
I want to
maybe
say it was very affordable. And our package included our flight. And
Oh,
I
Oh, that's
wanna
right. Because
say-
you're coming West Coast. See,
and
yeah,
it was
it's
all
different
inclusive, so you only had to pay for tips. I want to say it was like, was it 2,800 or
okay.
1,700
So
or something like
that's
that?
pretty
somewhere around
close
there.
then to.
It was under
our-
$3,000. Yeah.
did you
so-
tip like
Of you?
American money or?
Yes, you can do both there. Yeah.
So it was
and,
2,800 for both of you.
I believe so. Yeah.
Wow,
Let me
nice,
double
very
check
nice.
those
Very
numbers,
cheap.
but
No, that's good. I mean,
Well, that's
Yeah,
two
that's pretty
people
damn-
for a
that's
week,
pretty close to
including-
what we spent,
including airfare, food.
flight and food and drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
See, but we
Yeah,
get like
that's
a
good.
wicked discount because of the wife's airline stuff. I don't have to pay
Oh,
for
yeah.
flights. And you're going, it takes you a lot longer. For us, it's like boom. It's like going to Florida,
Yeah,
3-4
yeah.
hours. It's
My
not a
flight
big
was
deal.
4.5 hours from
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Nothing.
No, not too bad. Yeah,
Flight
well,
was
we did the
4.5
red eye
hours
too. We left from.
Where'd you fly out
So
of?
the flight was quicker than going and looking at the big.
The crater where the asteroid.
Crater,
Yeah,
yeah.
the flight was longer than sitting on that
The
damn
bus.
bus.
Oh, fuck
That
that.
day. I hated that day. No, so there's I can't remember the name of the area, but there's this service you can pay for. I think it's called CBR or CBX or something like that, and it's this bridge that you check your bags out, and then you go across this bridge, and then it's all air conditioned and everything. And when you get off the bridge, you're in the Tijuana airport, and you've already gone through security and stuff, so you just go right in, and you just get right on your plane from there, so you don't have to go through the border and all the mess
so you
over
flew
there.
right like San Diego to you flew out of Mexico then?
Yeah, we flew out of Tijuana actually.
Oh, okay.
Tijuana
So
Airport.
you just drove
because it's way cheaper. Yeah, it's way cheaper. If I flew from San Diego Airport, I think it was another $1,000 or something to do it that way, or 800, something like that. So it saved some. I'd rather spend another day at the resort.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
So, but yeah, no, it was a really good time.
What was the
That's awesome.
COVID protocol? Was there?
That's the other thing. So they're not vaccinated over there. So that was interesting to find out.
But you're all bringing in the COVID in.
Yeah. So, but everybody wears a mask. They are anal about it everywhere we went, not just in the resort, but everywhere. All the excursions we did, everywhere, every towns we visited, everyone's wearing a mask, like religiously. So they're really serious about it. Not how we're dicking around with it here in America.
Right.
They're hardcore.
But they're not vaccinated.
They're not vaccinated. But,
I
didn't hear anybody cough. I ran if I saw anybody coughing. But
So wait,
then again, I'm vaccinated. So
yeah,
it's
right.
like,
Okay. What'd you get, Mock? Are you Pfizer or Moderna?
Pfizer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
Pfizer.
Oh wait, no.
Moderna.
No, I'm sorry, I was Moderna. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Who cares?
J&J.
Whoa. Living life on the edge.
Yeah. I know. I'm living a little more.
I got what I could get.
Yeah, that was
exactly. That's what they're
that was-
giving. So I took it.
Yeah, that's what they. Yep, exactly.
And the place that was giving it kept changing the dose of what it was too, Mark. So
What?
like, yeah, you go there one day and it'd be Pfizer, and the next day it would be Moderna. They kept changing. They got whatever the shipments they got in. It was different all the time.
I got the Modizer.
Yeah, because my wife went to the same one, and she got Pfizer. So.
Today they just lifted. I haven't looked at the news or anything. All I know is because I got a message from my kids' school because they lifted like all restrictions from New York or something.
Yeah, just about everywhere.
Happened in Maryland today too.
Because they said like 70%, but it's kind of funny because my ex brother-in-law is coming in to town tomorrow, and I'm like, I'll leave work. I say ex brother-in-law because my wife can't stand him and she's asleep, but it's kind of like, I gotta look.
Don't worry, Dave. This is not being recorded.
Except for on YouTube.
Not online either.
No, but he's getting here. When he comes, sometimes we go to off-track betting, but he's got a meeting in like Philly, and he's not going to be here till like 7, 8. And I'm like, it's not even worth going to the off-track betting because all the races are going to be kind of like ending. Like if we go to so we're going to go to the casino, and I go,
yeah, I knew that's where the story was going.
Well, no, because but I've heard that it sucks. Well, this was a month ago, because my one friend and his wife, she likes to play the slots. He goes, they don't even serve drinks on the floor. I go, they don't serve drinks. He goes, no, but I don't know. Tomorrow, it might be different. I mean, if they open it up in New York, I mean, it's Indians. Like you should at least be able to get a drink at the bar and play video poker, like everywhere else in New York. If you're whatever, we'll see. It's a fucking Wednesday, but I would assume that they're gonna have the protocol tomorrow, because if they're opening everything, like you might be lucky for the time, because hopefully you can play like roulette and get a drink at the roulette table and all this. I don't know what I'm gonna call them tomorrow and see what the deal is, because I haven't been there in over a year. I mean, year and a half or whatever, and I'm just
how have they survived?
Yeah, and I know it was no, I'm glad it was good. It was a good thing. But my brother-in-law was like, "Is the poker room open?" I'm like, "No, because it's been closed because it was like, you'd have to." I think they could do 5, but I think the poker room was weird with this casino. It was somebody said it was like the Indians another company ran it, so like they just leased them the space because it was like off like. It was kind of separate. It wasn't separated. It was just in a different room, not connected to the main floor.
Yeah, it's not near anything else really per se. It's like it's in like a hallway where there's like food and restaurants around it. Then there's the poker room, and then like the buffet and like restaurants and like the bathroom. It's not like other places I've been to. It's like you go past all the different tables, and the poker room's kind of in the dead.
Yeah, it's right in the mix of everything.
Right.
So, but I'm curious to see what it's going to be like tomorrow. I'm like, we can go. I mean, hopefully we can go to the bar and get a beer and play like video poker. I mean, I just don't want to sit in the. Well, we'll check it out. I mean, if it sucks, we'll just leave. It's not a big deal. But I go, this is good timing if they lift it. I mean, if they don't lift everything at the casino, they're morons because it's like you got a business.
Well,
like if the
a lot of
state is
businesses
allowing.
are just removing the mandate. I mean, Disneyland today just removed distancing and masks altogether. Full blown open.
Wow.
I know. We're going to Disney World next month.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dave, you walking into a casino, it makes me think of like Norm walking into Cheers. Like when you walk in and they're all like, "Dave!"
Exactly.
Well, I'm just wondering how much.
Wow, like I cheated on her.
I thought about it today. Every single restaurant, every single bar, every single thing has signs out now hiring because people are still on unemployment, which I don't blame them. But it gets also to be like how often, some people like work as their social, and it's going to get to a. But like I wonder how many people are not. Like the bartender at the Keno bar would always like Bud Light. I'm like, yeah, man. I wonder if he's still there, because because my friend who would go there with his wife, he goes, oh, that bar where you would sit at by the buffet there. He goes, this was a couple months ago. He goes, no, it's closed. Like it's not open. The only place you get a drink is like at the restaurant. I'm like, they don't even serve drinks on the floor, even if you guys are playing slots. He goes, no, somebody's selling soda. And I'm like, weird, because it was allowed, like the bars are still open, but I think it was the thing with maybe the food, like you had to order food with it. So maybe now that everything's, so tomorrow should be, I mean, they should have
doesn't a good friend of yours like work or run the poker room there? Like, shouldn't he?
Nah, he's making solar panels. He was doing both.
Okay, good.
And but he's been gone for a few years because he's got promoted at the other job. But he did run the poker room. The guy in the suit, my friend Dan.
Yeah.
But, he got the other thing. I'm like, you're still here? He goes, they, part time. They're too much money to say no. But I don't know if everyone was thinking that poker room is never going to open again because they were probably just waiting to get rid of them because they can make more money, putting.
Just running their own poker room.
True. If that's maybe that was because that was before
the boom, right? That
no, it was because it opened right when the boom happened, and I don't know if they just made an arrangement. Yeah, because it'd be better if
planning for it though. Like
it doesn't have to be that big. They could have 3 tables next to the floor, and people would still play.
Oh yeah.
Like you might as well have it like 5 feet away from slot machines versus where it is.
Well, Dave, what you have to do for the event at Fun Spot this year? You got to come up a day early, and we'll take you to Foxwoods because I believe that's fully open now too. And you can see like a legit poker room.
I keep this.
Sorry, everyone. Weed there, Dave. You can get all.
We'll bring this back to Sneak Fest. I swear.
Yes, me and Leo we are doing the trying to carry on the Brofest tradition in September. We are going to be there the September 24th, which is a Friday, Saturday, leaving on Sunday.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to come on Thursday because
nice.
This is twice now that I booked the flight. I booked it on JetBlue going out, and then they changed it, and then it had me connecting, and they said, if you want to cancel. So I did. So then I booked Delta, but I just got a thing that they canceled that as well and got me going through Kennedy. Not this the end of the world. But I'm off the day before.
It's Buffalo to Boston. You can find a direct flight.
I already looked. I can go because my wife's an works. I airline. I can go the next day, the day before, at 2:40 nonstop on Thursday. Get there like 4. Versus like getting up now. I have to get up at 5 or 4. I have to flights at 5 to go through, and I might as well because I'm off the day before. Where
you should do that. Yeah, so we're gonna do. It's a small event. I mean, it's in September because obviously May this year and last year didn't work, but we're next year. Hopefully, we're back to the regular week for the actual.
But it doesn't have to be small.
spot.
We'll I tell you guys, Brian Koo texted me the week after.
Oh my God!
He says, "Am I the only one here? Is anyone else showing up?" I'm like,
no!
Brian. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I get these
Well,
random
I'm
texts.
saying we're keeping it small in case people don't want to be around a large amount of crowds.
He put on his good shoes for you too.
Oh, I know. Yeah, they matched too, so it was incredible.
No, it was funny. It's so cool that I just got this random text. I'm like,
so cool.
Hey man, I'm like,
that should be a T-shirt.
Well, he was hungry. He was hungry. He's like, hey,
Can somebody make me some eggs or?
Yeah, you guys around? Like, you guys getting the
Where are the pizzas?
Yeah, exactly.
And the shoe section.
Yeah, because Mark, we were there a couple years ago, and then I texted and we ordered pizzas. We're playing poker in the room.
Oh
And
God!
I ordered like a ton of Dominoes, and then like everybody ate and we're playing cards. All of a sudden, Koo shows up like after everybody's eaten.
Like a mouse to cheese.
Yes, it's like help yourself. There's like tons of pizza.
It's like, hey guys, what you doing here? It's like, oh my God, how
Like,
did
this
you
is
know?
some of these crusts.
Yeah, exactly.
This
I
isn't
haven't eaten in
happening.
days.
It's like Monterey Jack and Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
I heard I'm eating pizza somewhere. Like I thought I should see.
Oh, then after that we had the smaller group, and we had Lakeman and Robbie Lakeman and Koo do a dog off. They each had 7 hot dogs. Both of them, like, yeah.
Was that the year
That's
that
like Revenge of the
bun
Nerds
and everything.
Yeah.
The whole
that
hot
was the
dog,
year
or just
we had to
the
wake up
meat?
the people in the cabin next to us.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, was
Get out of
was a
that
bun
pocket slot.
was bread or gluten involved, or was it just the hot?
Yeah, was
just
it
the
just
dog?
the
No, they ate
No, it was
the
full
whole
dog. Oh, yeah.
thing.
Oh
Yes.
fuck!
Oh,
And then-
wow.
then-
Mustard, little relish.
And then it was
I
like
feel
2 in the
bloated
morning.
just listening to it.
Yeah, I
And then it was 2 in the morning, and then Brian says he couldn't get his car out, and we were like the cabin. We go out, and I'm like, oh no, really? He's like, so we had like we're calling the desk, and nobody's there, and then we're like knocking on the neighbor's door, like because somebody parked
Again,
behind
2
Brian.
in the morning. So just imagine our state,
Yes.
except for Brian Coop.
Yes,
except for the
and then we finally go out and look at Brian Koo. He has a fucking football field to get out. Like, dude, like you could have pulled on the grass and just got like it wasn't. He wasn't up bumper. There was like area like he could have got out. Like we just woke this poor man up. He was totally cool. And then I go up. I'm like, I'm sorry. Our friend's an idiot. I apologize for waking you up.
Bad drivers.
Like we didn't look. We just took his word for it. Like, Brian, just go on the grass and get around. Like you're not like there's tons of space.
You're not boxed in.
Yeah.
And it was funny.
Remind me of the first Sneak Fest when Bro Fest when Carrie when we thought we were waking up the people that were at the beach house like that weren't part of the group. Like, oh God, I feel bad for those people. Like, they came to Hampton for a nice time, and like every other fucking cabin was people just drinking out in front of the beach. Like, oh no.
But I really like
Damn
Brian. I
kids.
mean, whatever. It was just like we couldn't believe that. Like, dude, like what are you talking about? You could totally get out of here. Like, it's like we didn't have to bother anybody. He's like, oh, somebody's
pulled
parked
the
behind
key-
me.
the
We just
cue.
never went out and looked. We took his word.
Yeah.
You have smoked yourself retarded.
Yeah.
So keep those dates open if you're in the area. You want to come on by. It'll be all mostly local people. I mean, Dave, you're coming. Bardelli, I believe you said you're coming.
Well, Leo, I want to make a plug here because it's going to be my birthday. So if any of y'all don't show up, I think it is a personal offense against me. So you better be there.
Nice.
Some of us don't live on the East Coast.
So Leo, are you intentionally planning on keeping this smaller? Like it's not going to be
No,
like
no. We
hey.
can. I mean, who gives a shit? Or Leo, do you care?
Well, no, we're tasting on this. So we're going to let everyone that watches this video.
Yeah, I'll put some on Claw too. I mean, what are we going to
The
get?
past years we've
An
had
extra
like
2
20
people?
people. Yeah, exactly. We've had like 20 people there at the most the past couple
Yes,
since
it'll be fun.
John stopped
It'll
doing
be
it. So
fun.
yeah, it's a small event. It's not like
Well, what are the dates again?
This year, there's going to
Small.
be one game, Bank Panic. Let's just play the shit
well, I
out
mean,
of some
you're not going to
bank
get
love
disagreements from me on
like
that
3
one.
days straight. That's
Remember our
it.
Colorado
Game.
thing we did? That was a small, sweet.
Yeah, I mean, we've ever since
That was
John
a
super
started
handful
doing
of
it, it's
people
been
show
like
up.
Did you say it was the
anywhere from,
24th and 25th?
Yeah,
it's the
September.
last weekend in September, the last full week. And yeah, the
24th is a Friday.
24th.
Yeah,
through the
September
26th.
24th and 24th. And
I'll probably
26th.
go on Thursday now, just
Yeah.
because of my schedule.
There
I'm
we
off
go,
on
Davey.
Thursday.
All right, I like that.
I'll
I
feel
know,
like
I'm getting
doing.
all hyped up. I think about leaving early
Yeah.
too, baby.
Let's go. Absolutely.
Like tomorrow.
I'm going for a week with my family in August too. I'll be
you
there
are?
for,
Oh, nice.
Yes.
That's good.
I'll be there August 7th for a week.
Very nice.
So,
very nice.
Yeah, it's our annual.
Oh, you guys want to hear something cool? Slightly arcade
No.
related?
Slightly
Not
arcade.
really.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Forget it,
I'm
guys.
joking.
No, so last year, like I like to go to Maine, right? Like Maine, like I love it there. The lakes are beautiful, lobster, dogs, great vacation, right? The kids love it too. And I was like talking to the kids. I was like, man, because we were thinking about doing a trip, and I'm booking it real late, so like everything's taken up, right? I'm trying to get there for like July 4th weekend. Basically, it's like real tough squeeze up there in Maine.
Yep.
And I was telling this to my daughter, and she goes, "Well, what about New Hampshire? Why can't we go back to that Fun Spot place? That place was awesome." I was like, "Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
that place is cool." Dude, they're playing all the arcade games, having fun, man. It's
No, my
it's a
son.
cool
Yeah,
place.
dude, it's still fucking cool as shit for a kid.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
for me, I'm 49. I love it.
Hey, exactly. I was going to say kids. I mean, geez.
And when
So-
you turn 50, it's over.
It's chill.
the candlepin bowling is happening,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Absolutely. So
That's
it's
the
going
All right.
to
fucking
be
that's the most difficult motherfucker.
I always forget what airport we
Thank
fly
God I
into
beat
there.
you.
Boston.
Is that the
I
Boston?
think Logan. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's,
You
yeah,
could
it's
do
Boston, Logan.
Manchester,
I have
but
to look up flights.
yeah, that would be a difficult.
Nah, you can't do.
it's a
Oh,
bitch to
especially
get.
now. I'm sure there's no fucking flights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. You got to do Boston. You got to.
Candlepin and we're going to
Leo's
be
gonna volunteer and pick everybody up. He's just gonna, it'll be like the
From
shuttle
Logan.
service.
No, I don't want to be
Back and
involved if
forth.
Carrie's involved with.
Oh,
and-
I
No,
know.
we'll be picking
I'm
Carrie
sorry.
up and
Oh my
then.
God.
He said he wants to spend the
I'll-
whole
I'll
week.
I'm gonna rent a
drive
car.
along.
I will meet you
really
there.
Just
outdo
a
that
week.
one
Yeah,
car. He's
yeah,
gonna break
it's
the
just, I
world's
just need to
record.
not be woken up super early and
Yes,
getting
that
dressed
Yeah,
was-
we're
in the
not.
dark
No,
and shit.
there's a lot of us that aren't morning people. Like
Yeah,
I don't
neither am I.
understand
Well,
how
Plus, like we were up till
how
like
difficult is
3,
that?
4 in
Yeah.
the morning. That
We
night
were up
before.
really
Oh, I
fucking
know,
late.
right? Yeah.
We were up late.
Time runner. Let me just lay this out for you, Mark.
Oh
So,
no!
I hear this every
What?
fucking year.
Yeah,
But go
so
ahead,
I get
Dave.
it.
Oh,
I
and
get
Go
I
get your
forgot
post-it note, Carrie.
time.
Yeah,
I get a
I still have-
text. Leo is supposed to pick me up at like 9:30 a.m. in Logan, and I get a text at 4 a.m. and I was up because I was drinking with my neighbor, and it said I just said like it says I'm gonna be a little late. We haven't gone to bed yet. And I'm like, okay. So I think I landed at 9:30. So I'm like, no big deal. I'll eat. I'll have some beers. So they picked me up at 12:30 p.m. Not a big deal. I get it. They were up.
that's noon. 12:30 noon, just for
Yes, p.m.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got there. So
okay.
it was 3 hours in Boston at Logan at the airport.
Right.
So that's fine, no big deal. So I get in the car with Andrew and 34K, and then
Well,
and
that-
then-
that is,
I'm sorry.
they're the same person.
Yes, Leo and 34K. So then Leo goes, Carrie left her backpack at my house. We have to go get it, and it's 40 minutes the other way. After I just spent 3. Okay, so I'm like, oh my God, this is another like hour and a half before we even start going to New Hampshire. Okay, whatever. I get to see Leo's house. Not a huge deal. So then
Oh
we go
wow,
get the,
jeez, I'm right here, Dave. Don't fucking
we go
insult
get the
my house.
backpack, and then what happened is, and then Carrie and Jim had already gone ahead. The reason they all
We had
went to the airport.
we had 2 cars. What's his Super Stearns had rented a
Yeah,
car.
he
Go
had
ahead,
rented
yep.
a car. So, and then what happened is they went to New Hampshire, and then this is a Friday. Then all of a sudden it's 1:30, and we are caught in the fucking worst traffic ever. We did not get to Fun Spot or to Nassau until like 6:30 p.m.
Oh,
And I was
What?
sitting, and I landed at Logan
Yeah.
at 9:30, and they were already sitting on the beach eating because we went back.
Well,
to get this backpack.
they didn't get there much ahead of us. I mean, to be fair to them, they got stuck in that same fucking traffic.
Well, no, they did because they were already sitting down eating, and we were still in the car.
Well, By the
And
way,
Dave's
so Dave,
PMS is legendary.
I know.
you got to take a nap in that car. You got
I
to
did
drink
not
in the
sleep.
car.
The only thing that made me feel any
You got
better
to drink.
Like
is
I had to
is-
fucking
is
drive
that
the
I knew
whole
you
time,
guys were
all
up till
right?
4 a.m. I was just,
My
I was in the
God.
back just looking at Leo and Andrew, just like, I hate you, motherfuckers. I hate you. I
I'll
hate you. I
drive.
hate you.
I
I'll
remember
drive.
saying too. Oh yeah,
But
Dave.
then-
Oh
but
yeah,
then-
Dave. You
but
can
then
have
when
a
we-
drink in the back.
When
You
we
can
get
have a
to
drink.
when we get the fun spot, like, or I'm sorry, Nassau is in my mind's racing. We get there and I'm thinking Dave Stearns from Colorado, because he was going to be there longer, had rented a car, and I'm thinking we should have just put my name on your fucking car. I could have landed and just drove, and you could have met me. He goes, "Oh yeah, that would have worked." I could have brought your car to fucking to the Nassau, and I would have had to wait there. I could have just got in the car and just, but we didn't plan this.
Super Stearns came a day or two, or I think he came 2 days early. We actually hung out together in Boston.
And he's like,
stayed
and he
here,
was like, I just thought about it. I was like, yeah, that would have worked. Because then you guys could have slept in. You never would have had to worry about me. I could have just got Dave's car, put me on as additional driver, and he gets it. I bring it to the Nassau, and he gets in his car instead of me.
Dave, it was a rough night. We were having fun. This is why you should come on Thursdays. You would have a blast.
I was like, I just lost. I was only there till Sunday. I go, I spent the whole fucking day at the airport in this fucking car.
Hey, I bought you some Bud Light.
It
You
was
had
pretty
some nice
funny,
Treehouse
though.
beer
It was
in the
funny.
car, which, by the way, was totally illegal, even though I said it wasn't. But yeah, you guys had a great time.
But the best was I knew you guys felt like dog shit, and that what's made me feel better because you're up to 4. I'm like,
he's still reaping in on that. He's still
absolutely.
cashing in on that right now.
Oh, every year we go to the Sneak Fest now. He brings it without fail. Every single year, to the most. It's so good. Oh yeah, I love it. It was fun times like that, and so Carrie will be doing the mini golf and candlepin bowling.
And as long as I beat Carrie, I'll be happy.
Two separate events.
All
Two
the
separate
minis
events.
need to beat a girl. I gotta go smoke.
Flights aren't too bad right now.
Dave's angry
for nonstop.
Flights are usually pretty. I remember last time your flight wasn't too bad.
Well, I'm looking at Wednesday to Sunday.
Ooh, perfect. Hey, gonna play some Crash here? Absolutely. We can.
And it's 262 nonstop round trip.
Jesus Christ! That's
my
really
God.
I could actually use my points and get another free flight here.
Really
yeah.
good. Holy
Especially
shit.
from Minnesota, considering.
Yeah. That's Delta.
Damn.
Oh.
Ooh, nice.
Can I help you?
Oh.
Keep that in mind. We can.
Mhm.
There's a couple of
I'm
places
going
around
to
here
keep the tab open so I don't forget. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. No.
Hey,
It's
speaking of East Coast, Mark, when is the Tron ride opening up at Disney World?
Oh my God! I'm
wanna
gonna go
ride
ride
that.
it like early. I'm gonna go just like hump onto the track or something, you know.
Do they have a date set yet for it?
2022.
Oh, next year.
Yes. Just a mere 2-year wait for a
Might
ride
have
that
to
already
fly out to-
exists.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder, have they started shooting the new movie? Do you know?
I don't even know if they're really doing that.
It's
I
in
know that,
limbo. It feels like it is.
yeah, I know I heard a
Production
lot
hell,
of
I
Jared
say.
Leto stuff, but I'm like,
He's still a part of it.
hey, at least they're filming the new Indiana Jones, right? Has everybody seen like shots?
I
of
just
Harrison
saw.
Ford?
I just saw the shot of Harrison Ford getting pissed off at fans trying to get selfies with him.
Oh yeah,
It's a curmudgeon.
that's his.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
Damn kids.
God,
Yeah. Oops. It's an old.
I'm
Jesus,
busy
that's-
crashing a plane. F off. You know.
What was that? Borat, not Borat. What was that same actor did that? What was that gay character that he did?
Yeah. Oh.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, he did a gay character.
Oh.
At the very beginning of the movie, he's like doing this like television show, and he keeps promoting. And then I get to interview. Stay tuned for the interview with Harrison Ford. He keeps like dangling that carrot, and interviews this person. That person. And don't
never
forget,
brings
coming up is my interview with Harrison Ford. And then finally he goes, "Okay, get ready for the interview with Harrison Ford." And he goes up to Harrison
Bruno.
Ford, and he says that
Yes.
character. Harrison
Mhm.
Ford does not know who he is. Excuse me, Harrison Ford. He goes, "Oh, fuck off!" and runs away from him and gets into a building.
Yep.
That's my favorite part of the movie.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
I'm looking
Harrison
at about
Ford, the grumpy old man.
400 for if I don't do like a red eye and I don't leave at 6 a.m.
Yeah, my
But that's for
Sunday flight flying out of there for this would be 11:30 a.m., which isn't too
that's
terrible,
not bad.
but it's early.
Well, no, but if you spend the night at Fun Spot Saturday night, then remember that's a several-hour drive.
It is. I think I'll have to check with Dave. I know previously he was going to leave like around pretty early too, like around 11 o'clock. So there will be a car driving. Wait for Dave to come back. He'll tell you his return flight. But I know it was early. Yeah, because I mean,
I could do an afternoon one. It's like it's only like it's like $30 more. I mean.
Oh yeah.
And then it's kind of worth it. Yeah, because Saturday night is it's having fun there. Yeah, so that's the nice thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do.
And I know so like.
I mean, I'm not booked. I haven't booked anything yet.
Cabins are
still
available.
All the later flights are the same price. So.
Oh, even better.
So whatever.
Is there a Sneak Fest coupon code now, or is that just
no, not with we get a couple
Cheek
of
Sneak 20.
Yeah, we get some nice beers that we have there. We get some nice trophies that we make.
15. Yeah.
Dave, what time's your return flight for Sneak Fest?
It was 3, unless they fucking change it again.
Oh God, I thought it was earlier than that. All right, all right. See.
Well, yeah,
They're probably gonna change it. I'm sure. Oh no, maybe not.
I'm not gonna book anything now. I'll wait until then Carrie can look at what she's got.
Absolutely,
and all that stuff.
Keep it in mind. And anyone wants to crash here early, more than welcome to. We can do something nice. September will be cool around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the weather was beautiful.
And
we went last
and that shouldn't overlap with any hunting stuff because that's earlier that month. So that's good. Good stuff.
And it's the first weekend you can. So from June till that week in September, if you're going to stay there, you have to do a week at the cabin. So like it was,
that's it.
That's why we kind of did it later in the year because otherwise you had to do like 5 days, and that's that's a lot to just to be hanging out for an arcade. With
You guys ever done like the jet skiing stuff and things like that at that?
One night they had the inflatable raft that we jumped out there too. We drank on that. There's the Leo's Party Cabin that does a tour around the lake that we've always talked about. Party caboose. Leo's Party Caboose that we gotta do.
That would be fun.
Carter keeps asking, can we go back to the Moon Arcade because they have the old-fashioned shooting gallery? Like he remembers all the names, and I'm like, Koo, because Koo gave us free bumper car rides.
Cars, yeah.
He did it the first time when I was with my kids, and I'm like, you have had so many hot dogs at my. And then when I went back with Leo, he kept, because we were talking, me, Leo, and Brian, and he just kept giving the kids free rides because he wanted to keep talking to us.
We were there on like a Friday at like 2:00 in the afternoon. Like there was nobody there. It's like, just keep going, keep knocking in, keep.
It was COVID, but I felt like that was like witness protection. Like there was nobody there. Like there was like nobody around. Like even in Fun Spot when we were there, like
we were the only one in the bar. So we were at that bar for what, 3 hours? We were aside from the wait staff, we were the only people in that bar, except for like maybe a 1/2 an hour window, and then like the top floor where everything is, like there was nobody there. And that was last summertime too.
It was a good place to be during COVID if you want to get away. In fact, we at the beach there was a family like at the resort at Nassau, and she was like, "Yeah, we were looking, and the numbers weren't really that big here, so we still felt comfortable." And because even if you're on the beach, there wasn't a lot of people. So
even the Nassau, they spaced all like the tables out fairly well, so you weren't like on top of each other.
There was it was pretty comfortable even.
Dave, should I get a good fishing rod when you come in August, like an actual one? Your son can ask me 100 fucking questions of how a boat gets tied to an anchor.
Yeah, Leo doesn't have kids. I go, Leo, bring some fish. He brings this fishing pole that's like that Norman would use from On Golden Pond. I'm like, what is this? And
is it like a cane?
It was just I don't know, fishing.
It was the only one that had a line attached to it. So
so we just, and I'm on, because my son was trying to dive and catch fish with his hands. I'm like, like this, and then I'm sitting there trying to just cast out, and he's like asking Leo 1,000 questions.
You know, they have like boat series. Like, how's the boat attached? Like, well, there's an anchor. What's the anchor attached to? It's attached to the fucking boat. Like, what's so complicated here? It's like it was rapid fire questions. Like, wait, how does it not move? Like,
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
The fucking
Yeah.
anchor's on there. What's Dave? What's wrong with this kid? Like, come on now.
It was so classic. It's like a guy doesn't have kids, and his kids just fucking pummeling him with questions.
Oh yeah.
He was very polite. He was very polite.
I remember my daughter doing that.
I was just trying to
you
get
end up just go ask your mother.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my God,
this is a new audience who is like, oh, I can ask all the questions.
Yeah, they're just really inquisitive until they find out. Then they get to a point where you're dumb. I know everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's over.
Teen years.
Yeah.
It reminded me of I don't know if you watched Arrested Development when Michael Bluth was talking to his dad and like, oh, we're gonna go fishing, and then it was like, oh, I'm sorry, son. Like, I gotta help this woman find her dog. Oh, I'm sorry, son. I gotta go find this woman. And they're like, it was all these beautiful women. Then like finally, Fortune's like, but you know what's going on? I'm banging this broad. Like, all right, go fucking do something by yourself.
Oh yeah, I could totally use my points in it. Awesome.
Yeah. But it was funny because at that trip last year we had like 3 visitors, and they were all spaced out like a day. Like we had Bardelli, and then we had Bardelli and his kids and his mom, and then it was cool, and then it was like a day off, and then we had Donnie with his camper, and we went and saw them at the campground with his and then they came and his daughter, and then like 2 days later we had Leo. So it was like we had we had all these visitors.
With a little guest host that kind of like broke up the week. Exactly.
It was good times.
It is.
It was fun. We couldn't have asked for when I went with my family last year. The weather was phenomenal. Every single day was sunny. One day it rained in the morning. My kids just they swam in that fucking lake every day. And now I'm going to have to get 2 of those things, which was like $250 or $300, the paddle boards. Or what do you call them?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Where you stand and I can't remember.
Yeah, stand up paddleboard. Yep.
Yeah, because of COVID, they weren't giving you the free ones, so I rented one. You know, maybe now I don't know. I'll probably have to still rent 2 because they liked it. You know, and that way they have their own. You know,
2?
Use
what
it
do you mean
day.
you only opened 2?
Yeah, I remember how nice of a week you got. I mean, just like because I took like just that Friday or Thursday off. I'm like, oh my God, you got a fucking week out of that. Like that's.
Yeah, and it was weird this week. I'm like, I did it so late, and I did not expect that was kind of the only. I'm like, do you have anything left in August? Well, we have 2 cabins. I have the same cabin I had last year, 23. And I'm like, yes, we have 2.
Speaking of Dave, I still have a.
That's the hot dog cabin.
Yeah, you got it. Well,
I need to rent one of those.
No, because when we went in
tomorrow,
when we went in October. Bardelli and my brother-in-law, Bardelli got I didn't even know this cabin existed. It's like facing the road. It's like he's like, you guys have an amazing. I thought they all face the water. He's like the one that's like the road.
He's got a view of Route 1.
I almost burned it down with a bagel too. But
yeah, they went fishing too at like 4 a.m. Like, oh my God, how you guys?
It wasn't that early, like 6.
It was
you're
early.
in the morning.
Yeah, it was early.
I was pounding on your door, Leo, because I needed something.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's a recurring thing too. Someone knocking
Your
on
cigarettes.
our fucking door. Yeah, cigarettes, a lighter, or somebody.
Yeah, it was probably
something.
Cigarettes. You're probably right.
No, it was cigarettes. Cigarettes was John, and the lighter
or
was
lighter,
John too.
Keys. I don't know. Something.
Oh, very nice.
No, I just saw Dave.
No, because this was the Nassau card.
That's way better.
Yeah.
When we went last year,
Oh
I
yeah.
was told
Well, I've got one. I've got one for you.
What do you got?
Look at that guy.
Oh, guy.
What?
Costco.
I wish I
Nice.
had a business card. I don't have nothing.
You got that
There
from
we go.
Shane there. Oh, look at that.
I
remember that.
Oh, those are
Nice.
prizes.
Never cashed in.
Right
Was that the
there.
one I got
Major
from the
award.
last Rope Fest?
Mark.
Yes.
Very nice.
Ooh, I really like the Aladdin's Castle.
That one I pulled it off fucking Gap Plus because that one dude wanted it after I restored it, and I forgot all about it. And yeah, whatever.
Oh, so good.
Oh, those are all on my.
And
Yeah,
This is
you gotta
Barely
frame
made,
frame
Dave.
10th place.
I have a 10th place.
I have
I
McAllister.
would frame that. Yeah.
I have McAllister's second place from one of the Green Fests. I think Ken gave it to my wife, saying McAllister doesn't want this, and then she's like, "What? Really?" And so now we have it. Yeah.
Oh wait,
Turns
did
out
you
the
change
next
your-
year he showed
I
up.
have the first Brofest one too right here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I remember that.
Dude, you gotta get frames for that shit. All my stuff's on the wall. Yeah, the big wall.
Do you guys keep your lanyards?
Yeah,
absolutely,
they're
yep.
on a hook. There's
Yeah, I
a
have
big
them on
ass
a hook
pile
in
of
my
them.
in the arcade.
Right next to
room.
the Nat little
3
light
years, it's
box
like,
thing.
Put another one
Yep.
on, or a Cax one,
Yep.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep them. I
absolutely.
just can't. I don't have the heart to
Because they're
toss them.
mementos.
Oh,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
cool too. I mean, you get the
Yeah.
art and just the quantity of them. Yeah, I know, I love them.
Mhm.
You know what I wish I kept was my receipts from Grinkfest. I'd love to have those receipts.
I thought you were gonna say your anal
What one's that one
virginity.
you have, Mark?
Beer,
You know, that'd be really
Oh,
cool.
the
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know
vectors.
if they ever even gave them to us, but I'm sure you could ask.
Yeah, like I
those
want
are
a
cool.
printed receipt. Damn
Yep.
it.
With
No, the best thing about Great Fest is was going in the airport
Havoc.
van with Adam Jackson from Canada, and we're all
Yeah.
talking about like we paid for our
Nice.
tab. It was like $70, $40, and his was
Oh
like
yeah.
187. But he was so drunk. It's like what?
Oh,
It's like
wow.
they must have someone else must have put their stuff on his tab, and he's just drunk, and he was still happy with 187.
that's a lot of
And we're
fucking
like,
beers.
did you get a lot of quarters? And he's like,
Thank
No,
you,
Dave,
sir.
I
Have
hung out
another.
with him, and he may have accumulated that tab on his own. I don't know.
no, there's no way,
Right.
dude. I'm a
Yeah.
fucking alky, and
Well,
this,
he's-
Yeah.
he-
Maybe
that's
if they
so
had
funny.
a
Dave,
full bar, people were ordering like hard booze, but like that's yeah.
But
Not
think
that
about
much.
the quarters.
Maybe
He,
it's like
could, when he
sandwiches.
lost his quarters. I remember him saying like at least twice, like I lost my quarters. I don't
yeah,
know
but
where
how
they
much
went."
quarters?
Walked
So
right
that's an
back
extra.
up,
That's
got
an
more
extra
quarters.
$40.
Yeah.
You know,
like he
that's
was in the
like-
low hundreds, I could see that, but 180 something.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, everyone's like, oh really? I was still happy with that. I'm like, dude, they put someone else's thing on it. We're all
Yeah.
paying like 50, 70, and
But
including
he's got a
sandwiches.
good point. 180 whatever dollars. Like
Yeah, for 3 days,
3
it's still
weeks of
great.
Oh, that's
debauchery,
still
like,
great.
that's pretty damn
But it was just
cheap.
compared to all of us. We're talking in
Yeah.
a van to the airport.
Yeah.
I'm like, what, dude? You got fucked. He goes, oh, you know.
Oh,
but
man.
he's so drunk. He's just signing it. Yeah, okay.
Dave, remember the year you and cousin Brian met me at the Bardnay after your flight got postponed or delayed a day? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
we're going back.
Yeah, that was that's why I always try and buy the one home, because that Sunday going home on a Sunday is always busy
Sucks
anyway.
ass.
And if
Yeah.
but I didn't, that was the only year I did it. Other years and I was okay.
Well, that was the only year I remember. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the last time I was there, I still went standby, and I even checked my spy under control panel, and it's still I wrapped it in like major duct tape, this box, and that's when, because Seabar gave me that shark kit, and then I couldn't bring. I'm like, I'm already. This guy just brought me a spy under control panel. I can't bring another thing, so Steve's got it still. And it's going to be like in the Raiders of the Lost Ark tomb until I decide to get it. Eventually, we'll find a place for it. He's like, no, dude, you can stay here. So I'm like, you still got it? He's like, I still got it.
Tell him
He's
to bring
like,
it to Mancation next year,
oh yeah, he could. He
Yeah.
could.
right?
Well, whatever. It's just when I find a spot for it. He's like, no, I
Right.
can stay here too. He's got the space. Otherwise, I gotta find.
Oh,
this.
yeah,
It'll
I'm
it'll be a
assuming he's got
box,
the
just
space,
another
yeah.
box sitting in my little basement here.
right.
But
right.
wait, last week did I tell you that I got a wall built?
No.
What?
I know I'm expanding my bathroom. I can't remember. Did I tell you that last week?
You were
Was I
talking.
here last-
Yeah,
Leo's
you
seen
mentioned
that.
it.
That's been
Yeah, so
recent.
it's
Yeah, you told us.
Yeah.
Not me. I wasn't here.
Yeah, we had home appliance bathroom reno hangout.
What was the
That's
wall?
right.
Was the wall built last week or no? Was it built?
No, you were
that day?
getting
No,
it. You were
no,
getting
you
it
were-
done.
Yeah, you're getting it done.
Oh yeah, the wall is there. I mean, so I can separate. I'm going to separate.
Oh, okay.
That door has got a pocket door that slides, so this will be a designated. I'm so it's the only way I could sneak it in with the wife. I think is if I'm putting a second bathroom, a second full bath. It's a half bath that we're putting a shower in, and the same thing. Oh, by the way, I need a wall down here to separate the laundry room from the workbench. So this is going to be the arcade.
Nice.
So
Very
it's
nice.
got me
Dave.
very, very excited.
Cool.
And it can be
Nice.
it will be I just have to insulate the because my ceiling is the floor from upstairs. And
Right.
when I'm doing this, she says, I get texts, shut the fuck up because you're too loud.
Oh my God.
Well, no, I don't think it's when you do this. It's when you do poker. I'm going to assume.
But both. But
text.
I need to get some insulation here in the ceiling because it's just it's right there. But it's I'm very, very, very excited that I have a wall. It's just a wall. It's just fucking drywall, and it's like, oh, it's separated. You know, close the door. It's gonna be amazing.
Tell those assholes to shut up.
Hey, shut up, you assholes!
Wow.
Although your washing machine plays arcade music, like
I know, and they are coming to look at it.
Oh, nice. Oh, good.
Yes.
They're coming over to play it.
Yes, they're coming. It is squeaking. I think I did fuck it up though, because my son, he puked at my mom's house, and I washed the linens here, and the one
I shouldn't be laughing.
blanket thing, like when I was washing the like the puke off of it, and it was just wet. I'm like, God, this thing is fucking heavy as shit. And I think maybe. Well, no, but that was just heavy before the washer spun it. That's true. Yeah, because the washer would have spun it like, and the dryer is the one that's squeaking. You know, like the Tin Man. You know, in the oil can. It's like what the fuck? It shouldn't be. Yeah, it shouldn't be squeaking. It's less than a year old.
You go through your son's pockets, and he was collecting ball bearings.
Which he did. He from Mousetrap. Oh, we lost the ball bearing for the Mousetrap. I'm like, wait, I got extra because of fire escape. I've got like a bag of extra ball bearing. I go, wait, I've got you covered, son. I go, well, let me go down to this bin. I've got those extra ball bearings, which I polished yours, Carrie.
Ooh, yeah.
Carrie, some of the fire escapes towards the end.
Ball bearings.
Yeah, they got polished ball bearings.
Did you polish mine, Davey?
Oh, dude, yours had love too. Like his was the nicest. Just random. That was random.
Hello.
Davey. Yeah, that was random. Yours was the nicest fire escape for sure.
I offered the stupidest trade though. I definitely did.
You did, but you bought it back. That wasn't a stupid trade. It was. I got his color tapper for a fire escape.
Yeah. You're gonna make that a Bud Light tapper, right? Remember I suggested that you should do a Bud Light tapper. Make that a.
I know. But the thing is, the color. I had no memory of the color tapper. I wanted the regular one, and then it was sitting in my storage unit. And this
was still worth big bucks, Dave. Big bucks, buddy.
It's big bucks, no whammies.
And the funny thing is, it's not even at my house. It's somewhere else.
It's at the ex's house.
Yeah, shut up.
And that'd be cool if you could change it to Bud Light.
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Where is your tapper? I feel like
basement.
It is there?
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't see it. Huh.
Dude, I would never get rid of that. It was my second game.
I know, but for some reason, I have no memory of the tapper in your basement. I never see it like in the video. I probably saw it when I was there.
It's there. It's right there.
I love tapper. I do love tapper. I know. My son always asks, why did you get rid of that?
That's tapper? A game that I always stare at, but I never play it.
When I met Bardelli, he was so goddamn hammed.
Yeah,
he was so hammered in the bar at Fun Spot. He's like, dude, I'm like a world record. I'm so good at this. And like, he died like right away. I'm like, I'm better.
By the way, I also, I believe urinated on my clothes on this particular.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, losing a tapper was by far not the worst thing that happened to him.
But it was so funny because he was talking up how good he was at tapper. Then we went and played it, and I'm like, well. God, I think I can beat you.
I can barely put the quarter in the coin
I can beat this guy.
Yeah, I can't when he's sober. I've seen him play since then. He did it at Grinkers in front of me, but yeah, he was fucking super inebriated at Fun Spot. So I'll give him a little.
Mark, what are those two games behind you?
Bogus too, by the way. It's like a Robotron. You gotta have good controls. If you don't
no, not that. I know that
one. Yeah, I'm curious too.
It's a timing game, man. It's all timing.
Oh, look at he's smooth.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
What
is that?
That's right. He's on his treadmill.
Or whatever.
I am actually. So Space Zap. The
okay.
Oh, yep.
Right. Omega Race Cabaret.
Okay.
And then finally, Satan's Hollow.
Satan's Hollow. Oh,
Satan's Boner.
Nice.
All
is that a cabaret too? Okay.
Time Runner. I'm confused because you had a computer space in the other image where you were sitting.
It's right here.
It's the same one?
Yeah.
So what was that other stuff behind you?
Yeah, what's
these are
Mark? Besides,
You have two computer spaces? I'm so confused.
No, wait a minute. What are you drinking? First of all, let's get to that.
It's not what I'm drinking, it's what I'm smoking, Time Runner.
Just the one yellow computer space, and then the 3 cabs.
What's next to Satan's Hollow on the other shoulder, off the other shoulder, behind you? Is that a game?
Oh no! Like so I have like shelves of a bunch of crap.
I'm looking at that light. Like, what is that? What is that?
Where it says game over.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's just.
Who knew it could be so confusing?
Like, there's a
yeah. You turn on some lights, and all of a sudden
there's
it'll be
some
like,
pretty good stuff in here. There's a I can't tell if I don't know if you can see. There's a this right here is a flip clock from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's from Back to the Future.
I remember flip clocks.
Oh yes,
where they made the little noise.
Yeah, the little flappy.
It was like an
Yep.
yes.
So
I had one.
like a Rolodex clock.
Back in
Yeah, you got a
time,
whole
back in
bunch
time
of
when he
I used
woke
to fall
up to
asleep
go meet
counting
Doc.
down the seconds
Yes,
to the next time it ticked over when I was
So
having trouble
wild.
sleeping. I love my little flip.
Yeah.
thing.
So the weird thing about those clocks is that the power that comes out of the AC outlet is 60 hertz, and it uses the cycles and the power to count how much is a second. So every time a second happens, it's because it's a 60 hertz power socket. It's the weirdest thing. It has no electronics to actually keep track of time. It's just using waves and AC ripples, basically, and just counting them. Insane.
That is weird.
I know. Oh my God! Who the hell? Somebody in the late 60s.
How did you learn that? Like, what that?
That's like a different level of geek.
I made a TikTok. I made a TikTok about it, and I'm like, "What the hell am I going to talk about in this TikTok about this clock?" And then I was like, "Holy shit!" There's even like a science of how they work. Like it's heliothology or something. I don't exactly know what it is, but if you go look at my TikTok, Space Time Junction is the name.
I don't tick or talk, but I appreciate I appreciate the meta-ness of doing a TikTok
Twitter
about
twat
a clock.
instead.
Yeah, my TikTok clock
Yeah,
video.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's like
Twat the Twitter.
I think you might be like the Uber nerd card. It's just like, you get the gold card, American Express Uber nerd.
Yeah, there's a lot of crap behind me. I mean, basically, I just relegate it to this area. I mean, there's some fun stuff here,
but you are on the treadmill.
I am, yeah.
You know what's funny is I bought a treadmill over a month ago from Dick's, but I'm redoing that room with the bathroom, and I had to go in there. Oh, I love that. Oh my God, does it light up? Does the fucking speed? Does the speed?
It does. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any batteries right now.
Oh my God.
Dave's got a boner.
Oh my
Yeah, you gotta come back on
the
next week,
toggle
Mark,
switch where you go.
battery.
That's what Dave has.
Oh
Yep.
my God. Wait, did you make that? Or did you
No,
buy
I have a
that?
buddy. I have a buddy. His TikTok is Doc's Prop Shop.
What is that? That's
the remote from the fucking DeLorean.
That's the remote. Yeah,
Back to
in
the
case
future.
Remember, he
in case you
drives it
have a
to
dog in
himself
your
before it
DeLorean.
Oh
disappears.
yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Mark, is that a one-off or does he make those?
He makes them, and this is like fucking exact.
It's got to be
like,
five.
things.
It's got to
Wow.
be like close to $1,000.
Screen
No, He
accurate.
charged me $200. I
He
have one of
charged
the
you.
oldest.
Well, what's the retail on
I'm
it?
sure it's $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, that's a lot of
It
work.
takes time to build all that
Bitcoin
shit.
on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
bad boy.
all that detail.
Oh my God, that is the fucking that is. I would
Cool,
back
lights
off.
up,
if this
too.
was- that is amazing.
I mean, that's up there with proton pack kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's better,
I got a
dude.
proton
I-
pack on my back and we split.
I do have a proton pack also. It's made
You
by Video
would.
Bob, but it's stored.
Yeah.
I gave it to my wife as a present, and she thanked me, which is weird. But oh, hey, my wife, hi.
The tomato plant flew over, but it's not broken. But it
Okay.
needs to be like.
Hi, Sam.
She's telling me about a tomato plant.
Is your tomato plant from a movie
Hi,
too?
Sam.
Hey. Of course, you can't hear us.
Sam in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Who put Sam in the corner?
And she looks really small compared to that computer space. I'm sure it's just perspective, but
Yeah,
but it makes
I
it
know.
look
She
like,
looked tiny.
like it's
Yeah.
it looks like either a huge computer space or she's a very tiny
Is
human.
baby in the corner too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Spotlight losing my religion.
Oh, wait, where were we? I'm sorry. I'm like,
You're talking about the
proton pack.
Yeah, Dave was just
right.
with-
It's Sam's proton
He's-
pack. And
no,
it's
he's
in
rubbing it
storage,
off.
but made by a guy named Video Bob.
nice.
And it's I can't get it. It's
Andrew had a kit that he built one up, the sound effects and lights and all that shit.
Video Bob's nice to me.
They don't know who Video Bob is. Have you ever heard of a guy, Video Bob?
No,
yeah,
is he the one that does the
Is that one of your
reviews?
alternate personalities?
No, it's this guy. It's another DeLorean. He makes replica DeLorean time machines. He dresses in all black, dyes like his long Ming the Merciless beard black, and wears red suspenders. Really weird dude. I've known him for years.
Is he a YouTuber?
He is a YouTuber. Look him up. Video Bob.
Video Bob. No, I don't
He's
know that
pretty
one.
strange. Yeah, he just moved to Vegas. So
Sam, you know what I remember about Sam is when we were doing this is probably 2 years ago, the blind Frogger, and she's like was worried about you must be like a germaphobe. She's like, we're wearing the same mask. I don't know if I
yeah.
wear this
I remember
mask.
she said
She's like,
that.
I was talking to her. She's like right next to me. She's like, I don't know if I want to wear this mask. Like everyone's wearing the same fucking mask.
But that was over our eyes,
Blindfold,
though,
right?
right?
Blindfold.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Blindfold, yeah.
She was ahead of her time. That was pre-COVID.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm talking about.
I'm like, why do we wear a mask?
No, yes. I'm sorry. The blindfold. Well,
Yeah.
that was a mask. I
Next
was-
time we'll have blindfolds in your grab bag.
it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
We didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Pink eye can happen at any minute.
Oh yeah. She brought up pink
That's
eye.
it.
She's like, what if somebody's got pink eye? And I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I dropped
you're
my
bringing
mask
me
in
down.
cat
Like I don't know
sand.
about pink eye. She had a good point.
I'm like the 40th person with the mask.
Cat sandbox.
on.
I dropped all the masks. in there.
Took a bath in it.
That's
I mean,
the most reason why you get pink eye. is
I
from
know,
Cat
right? But I'm like,
Sandbox.
was that the
Yeah.
same year that? No, that was the year after. Like John Jacobson was so drunk, he comes up to me and show them what he does to me. He's like, he's doing this. I'm like, hey, go.
No, this was post Jacobson. This was post Jacobson. I remember
Right.
it was like it was Sam, like Vonnie, and they were all sitting, and we were, and then that's when Donnie Graham was doing amazing with Metroid. With they were the Donkey Kong team, and then the Donkey Kong
Metroid.
guys. Were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They went over and started practicing. Like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah,
these
they're really
guys,
good.
they were doing so good. They just like were gel, like kind of like you did with. Who did you play that?
Fire
fucking
truck.
Yeah, who's your partner? I can't remember. anymore.
Till.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you
Holy
guys
fuck.
blew the
My buddy
competition out of the
Till.
water. We were like, holy shit.
No one even knew that there was like the inverted color scheme or whatever.
No, you guys got really far.
Yeah, we actually interviewed Roger Hector, the inventor of the game, and I was trying to tell him, "Hey, I have the high score," and he's like, "Nah, it's nice."
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't care.
I like fire truck. That's just another big real
The high
estate
score
game.
and that's like what 22 or something.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a low scoring game.
Mhm.
I just
You guys got like 360 or some.
Oh,
I
was
mean, it was
it?
it was a,
Yeah.
it was a
I
big.
remember it was-
Yeah.
But they blew everyone away, like because they were going
Right, yeah.
forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
everyone lost,
180
2
is like a
minutes.
good score for that. Like,
Yeah, Orange Whip's like, because he was my partner. He's like, all right, I've been watching them, and I think we got this. We go, we fucking suck
Oh,
instantly.
yeah. That-
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing. You got it.
It just goes to show you can totally try to copy someone's technique or whatever, and nope, nothing.
I know
Yeah.
Time Runner and Till were
And you have
in
to
a
be so
zone,
in sync.
though. They were
You have
just
to be in
a
sync. Yeah.
fire engine zone.
I think we tried to play it again together, and then we did not as good. We were like, "Oh my god, don't tell
No,
me."
it was really fun though because we're all watching. Like, dude, look at these fucking guys. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it was just like,
They kept getting
You're in the wrong
extended
profession.
time.
You guys should have been firefighters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right, man. It's not you.
Mark, I remember you and I were on fire with Robotron. At least at the time, I think it was like our 2-player Robotron was the best.
Oh,
game
Carrie and
I'd
I?
ever had.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome. That was so
was
much fun.
awesome.
That was Colorado, I
Yep,
think,
yeah.
right?
Yep, that was.
Yeah. The other big
That was
hit
super
was
fun.
fuck, what's
Good
it
team,
called?
Carrie.
Joust. People like that. That was a good too.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah, you
Party
told me
game.
which way to go. I think you were. Yeah.
I was pointing
Or-
like grab the people and go.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. No, it was. It worked. was awesome. You're just like, okay, and I
just said, don't touch nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You fired, and I directed, and
Yeah,
it was just like, okay, go over
I think
here.
we rocked it on that.
Oh my
one.
God, yeah, that we did really well.
That's awesome.
That was a lot of fun. See, I missed all that stuff. We gotta do another
Mhm.
event.
Yeah, for sure.
Mark, would you come out to Colorado?
Or wherever, yeah.
Or wherever, yeah.
Yeah, I know there was talks about
considering Sneak Fest. It's
Sneak Fest.
one
That's
day
closer to
before
you.
release, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Release.
Cool. All right. Hey guys, I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, we can.
I'm gonna call
probably
it
a good
too. I have
time.
to get up early.
Just me.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll just we'll end it here.
Alrighty.
It's been a lot of fun.
All right,
I don't
fellas,
know,
I didn't know we were live for the first hour. So.
Well, good.
I'll edit it in post. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, all 5 of you who may or may not be watching, thanks for joining us and hanging out with us and all that fun stuff. And we'll see you on the next